We have returned to the uQuiz. It is nonsensical. They are numerous. And we shall endure. If I recall correct, it's been a week and a day since last time. That was an interesting week and a day. But a week and a day has passed nonetheless, since the absolute mind-boggling nonsense that was the appropriately named most annoying uQuiz ever. But we shall persist, and we shall learn more about ourselves and the world around us, and maybe just what nonsense other people think based off of multiple choice questions. What does the algorithm state about us? What algorithm does uQuiz feed any algorithms? There's no way they don't. There's no way it does not. I wonder, there's a part of me that's wondering if uQuiz is like selling the information from their quizzes, what companies could possibly glean from it? Because there's no way they wouldn't glean something. That's kind of their entire thing. But I am curious what information they would glean from what object are you, except there are 123 options quizzes. Because there's gotta be something they can glean to manipulate people. I'm curious what advertisers will do with the information drawn from the fuctillion, like, how many which of these lyrics are you questions that this website gets. Because that's like on every other quiz without fail. At this point, I'm simply curious. I cannot find out the answers to those questions at the moment, but what I can figure out is why this individual believes that this is the criteria for the quiz ever. I have to know. The morbid curiosity is simply too potent. Oh god, there are 100 questions. I have to know the answer. Oh, this is gonna be an endurance round. Let's go. Greetings. It seems you made it. I'm surprised. I thought you would have been a puss and not come. Are you insulting me? Thanks, I tried my best. I would rather not be here. Huh? How'd I get here? Where the fuck am I? Who are you? Thanks, I tried my best. You should already know who I am by now, but I'm D35. I basically run this office. Okay, well, what if I didn't know who you were? Can you get to the point, please, please? Nice meeting you. What kind of motherfucker has a name like D35? Okay, well, what if I didn't know who you were? To start, so I can document it, what is your name? I think I already answered that on the way in. My resume is right in front of you. What did you put? My name, duh, a nickname or username of mine, a letter, something but not my name, nothing. Something but not my name. Why did you come here? It called for me. It sparked my interest. Look, I don't even know. I'm just here right here, right now, and I think that's all that matters. I love quiz. Quizzes are wonderful, Satyr System. You are based as hell for that. Boredom, I wanted to. It sparked my interest. Okay, one more question before we start this quiz. This is you, right? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, question mark. Okay, good. By the end of this, we will have your ID card ready. Actually, want to see my ID card? No, you have to see it regardless. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, I want an ID card, so cool. Yeah, Okay, here it is. It is my most prized possession. I don't look that good nowadays, but looking at my younger self gives me such honor. He would be so proud. Cute. Oh, nice. Thumbs up. Why do you care about it so much? I want one. Why are you green? Why are you bald? Nice. Thumbs up. Anyway, back to being serious. We should, start the quiz to, determine how you die. I mean, that's what you came here for, I hope. Wait, that's what this is? Why do I need an ID card, huh? Yeah, start it, bozo. Okay. Yay, let's start. Why are you green? Bald, bald, bald! Wait, that's what this is? Why do I need an ID card? Okay, first question. How do you perform in social situations? Good, I'm the life of the party. Decently well. Depends on the situation. Not very good. I usually keep to myself. Social situations run away. I like to think I perform decently well. I like to think that I have a riz, as the youths say. Would you consider yourself a trustworthy person? Okay, first, actually, before I go any further, I probably should have double-checked something. I don't need to ask people because I figured out what the oh, thank God it's picking up my audio. You're not being mean today, uQuiz, and I accept that. Would you consider yourself a trustworthy person? Yep, I keep all secrets. Depends on what you're trusting me with. No, not at all. I am not normally one to spill secrets. I am not a fucking snitch. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Pick a name. Adam, Gerald, or Molly. I've had shit experiences with too many people named Adam. The number of Adams I've heard of that aren't assholes, I can count on one hand. Gerald has done nothing to me, but is relatively mediocre. Molly makes me think of Molly Blind F from Epithet Erased, and she is delightful. I'm going to select Molly. How did you spend your life? I'm still living it. Extremely well, I had many accomplishments. Decent, I made mistakes, doesn't anyone? Bad, I feel like I failed. I mean, I'm still living it. Do you think you were a good person? I'm still alive. Yeah, I was perfect. I did my best, and my best is what matters. I was okay. I had some pretty shitty things. I like to think I did my best. I would not remotely consider myself a paragon of morality, but I like to think I'm not a piece of shit. I get to be nice to myself today. Pick a lyric about death, or a lyric that relates to... There it is. There's the lyrics question. There's always at least one. I too have a destiny. This death will be ours. The people will speak of this day from near and afar. The syllables, the layout of this one, I would need to hear the song for it to make sense, but I don't like the flow of it at the moment. We pour a taste out for the dead. This is the blood, the body, the life right now, the height right now. Sometimes I look in a mirror and ask myself, am I really scared of passing away? If it's today, I hope I hear a cry out from heaven so loud it can water down a demon with the Holy Ghost till it drown in the blood of Jesus. What the hell? I better ace that interview. I should tell them I'm not afraid to die. I better ace that interview. Is that what this is? Did you write a song about this quiz? Question mark? This one's got the most decentest vibes. Did you please yourself or other people more? I like to think I pleased an equal amount of myself or others. You need to have balance in everything always. Like, you shouldn't live to please other people, but if you only give a shit about yourself, that usually leads not great. What's death to you? An escape, a deadline, a thing we should accept, a thing we should fear, a gift. I mean, at the moment, genuinely a deadline. Especially with recent circumstances making me actively ponder my own mortality on a basis that I would not prefer to. How do you handle criticism? Very well, decently, or poorly? Pretty well, honestly. Like, genuinely, I love getting critiqued. I earnestly prefer constructive criticism over any kind of outright praise. Just flat out. I want to know what I did well and what I could do better. I want to gain something from the feedback I get on a thing, because that means that if I get any kind of usable feedback, then it was something that was worth thinking about, and just there's a way to go forward from that. Like, if I just get something like, wow, that's so cool, that's amazing, you're so amazing at this, I'm like, that doesn't help. What do I get from that? I love constructive criticism, it's wonderful. Do you like solving complex problems? Yeah, I like complex problems. It is neat. I like making the brain go whir. I like making it ping pong off of itself. I like when I have to think about a bunch of different things and then just try to figure out what the closest thing to a decent answer is. It's genuinely very, very fun. If you could change one thing about your personality, what would it be? I like my personality. My personality is delightful. I mean, look at me now. I'm literally making my personality be a thing that I don't know, I'm borderline selling as a product for no money. Pro bono, if you will. Pro bono delightfulness. Everything, my impatience, my anger, my shyness, my overconfidence, my fear, my urge to please, nothing or none of the above. Okay. I like myself way too much to say everything. I would not consider myself impatient. If anything, I am over-patient. To a degree that is concerning. I try to play the long game way too often. My anger? I don't really have an angry streak, genuinely. Like, I definitely 100% have, like, an extent of anger within me. That being said, usually it's like a really cold anger. Like the kind of anger that looks more like a jagged shadow creeping up behind someone. For just like extreme ominous effect. And it doesn't really do much. Like, I don't normally act or do things out of anger. Shyness, I have gotten a lot better about that. I genuinely wouldn't consider myself shy. You're better than me, I'm on the verge of crashing out all the time, LMAO. Listen, I'm also on the verge of crashing out all the fucking time, but like, I'm just good at counteracting it. Like, don't get me wrong, the brain don't brain way more often than it should. But like, it's survivable. It is survivable. And it is counteractable, especially if you know how to work with it. And I am genuinely very proud of, like, how much practice and how much development I've gotten in working with the brain and the weird little thingy-doos that bounce around it and scream at me. I would say genuinely, I would not consider my weakness to be shyness. I would consider it to be more, like, over meticulousness, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I need to have every single duck in a row before I actually do something, or like, I need to meet certain criteria in order to attempt something in ways that I think actively hold me back from getting any further than I already am, which is not really anywhere. I would not consider that shyness, though. Like, when it comes to, like, interacting with people, just in general, I'm fine with that. Overconfidence, God, no. Like, any overconfidence I have is a bit. It is me hyperbolizing my confidence for the sake of making sure I remain even slightly confident. And also because I've gotten a lot better at recognizing that I deserve to be confident about myself. I'm very good at a lot of things, and I work really hard at it. And I'm proud of that. Let's fucking go. My fear? I think it depends on the fear. I think a lot of the moments that I'm most, like, ashamed of are primarily driven by fear. Hey Beta, how's it hanging? Doing pretty well. I'm fucking around on uQuiz and also finding out, presumably. I think I'm gonna go with fear, because most of the things that I'm most ashamed of are just, like, things that I have done or not done out of just fear of consequences. My urge to please, no. The other two seem like a cop-out. Do you prefer to read a book or watch a movie? I think I like reading more than watching movies, mostly just because I don't watch a lot of movies. Like, movies always make me sweaty when I watch them in ways that watching movie equivalent things in length that aren't movies don't for some reason. I don't know why. Also, it's like, I don't know, it just takes a massive chunk of time that I need to, like, fully devote my attention to a thing, and I'm usually just too busy for that. But, like, reading books, I can just kind of vibe and go at my own pace. Do you prefer to? I just did this? I'm clicking the question mark. I just did this. Duh. Read, watch. I watch. No, never mind. What? Oh god, the quiz is having a seizure. I'm gonna ask you a series of timed questions. God damn it. I hate timed questions. I don't get to think about things. I like thinking about things. That's how I get more engaging. I'm doing this for content, you asshole. Very well. Very well. My brain shall scramble. My brain shall scramble, and I will suffer. And hopefully it will be engaging. They aren't hard, you just pick one or the other. You don't have to read most of them. Okay. I'm flipping off my laptop right now. I want that on the record. Pick. Wait a minute. Wait a minute! It's not actually counting down! You? Oh my god, it wasn't counting down, are you kidding me? How do you even do that? That's sneaky. You know what? I respect that. Like, props. That was, I'm impressed by that. Sorry, I keep messing up. We just have a lot of questions to get through. I think we have like 200 left. It's stressing me out. Okay, take your time. Okay, not the quiz pranking you. Yeah, I know, right? Used to be A73 that ran this place for like the longest time. Did I tell you about him over the call we had the other day? No? We had a call? Is this a fucking Stanley Parable quiz? Like, this seems like it's right out of the fucking Stanley Parable. What is this shit? But now I'm the one with this position. I'm all like, no way. Oh, anyways, how would you rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? Say like a 7. I'm inclined to say 7. Like, it's a upper average, but like not exceedingly high. Like, I have a ways to go, but I'm doing not horribly, and I'm on the way to, you know, going the ways. And that's gotta count for something. Also, I just like the number 7. How do you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10? I don't know you. Wait, no, did Adam ever call you? Adam who? No, I don't know why he didn't. Well, he told you or wanted to tell you about this place and your future here. Oh God. He said good things about me, right? Yeah, no, yeah, lying. Sorta. I never talked to him. Period. 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 You should leave while you can. Well, I can't. What the fuck? Or else you'll end up like me. What? How far are we? Far as you think? Not far enough. Too far. As far as you think. You know better than I do. You made this shit. Dot, 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 dot. You should leave. Now. Why? If I explained, we would run out of time, and you would be trapped. And if you tired to leave, you would end up just like me. Just like him. So leave. I really hope I'm not about to become the white person in the horror movie, and instead just the white person playing a horror game. It's gonna make me anxious either way, but I gotta know where this goes. I told you to leave. This is your only opportunity to do so. I'm not leaving because I can't. I'm not leaving because I need to finish. I'm not leaving because I simply don't want to. I'm finishing this. I'm spiteful. You want me to go on? I don't know. Do you? I guess I should anyway. He might already be back. Who knows you best? Myself, a friend of mine, a parent or my parents, another family member, my partner, you? Interesting. I mean, I would think that I know myself really well, like according to my therapist at the very least. Mostly just because I'm not good at, like, being known by others, I guess. It's a work in progress. How do you feel about being the center of attention? I don't like being the center of attention, no. I do not enjoy it. It's not fun. Are you the center of attention? I don't think I am? Question mark? I mean, I guess I'm technically streaming right now, and that does technically make me the center of, well, right now 2 people's attention, but of attention nonetheless. So I guess technically, I don't think I am in general, though. Are you the center of attention right now? I mean, technically, I'm literally streaming right now. That's about as center of attention as it gets in this scenario. What do you mean? No, okay. What is this quiz about? Determining how I die? How do you think you'll die? Reverdom. Yeah. A Punisher has it hanging. How do you think you will? How will I die? The world may never know. I mean, my theory. Looney Tools Anvil. That would be amusing. Genuinely, I think someone's just gonna kill me. How do you know you're not already dead? Because I'm here right now, dumbass. Yeah, funny number 69. Do you want to leave? Not really. Fuck. I hear him. He's outside the door. Who? I can't say aloud. He will know we are talking about him and come in. You sit in awkward silence for a few more seconds, till you hear a loud ding. D35 flinches and pulls out a used napkin and a pen from his pocket. He frantically writes something down. He struggles because it's a napkin, but eventually writes it down and passes it to you. This is what the note says. Oh shit, they added Freddy Fazbear to uQuiz. They might have. They genuinely might have. He is watching. Did they make a fucking analog horror uQuiz? Genuinely? This is interesting. This is not what I was expecting going in, but I'm not complaining. You look up in confusion, grab his pen, and write on the backside of the napkin, "Who?" and proceed to pass it to him. He grabs another napkin, writes on it, then passes it to you. He is what? The king. Ah! The dude who was supposedly supposed to call me. Who the fuck is that? Who is who? I don't know what you're talking about. Wrong your. Grabs another napkin, writes on it, and passes it to you yet again. He hears us too, dum-dum. Yeah, no shit. You want to continue with our quiz? No, I want answers. You have to continue the quiz. Fuck you. How long has it been? 83 questions? But we have only just begun. Pick a name. I'm picking Molly again. Do you remember them? I will. Well, you will. Knew it. Do you know who you are? Yeah. Do you remember the last time you were here? I wasn't here before. I don't think I was here before. No, but I want to remember. No, but I want to forget. Of course. I don't think I was here before. Did you know there is such limited time, even though you thought you had so much? What will happen when it ends? Well, you get the answer to how you die. I mean, that's what you came here for, I hope. Not anymore. If this thing fucking jump scares me, I'm gonna be pissed. I hate jump scares. I despise them. You want to see your ID card? Yeah, sure. Is it gonna jump scare me? It's you. And for some reason, you never left. Uh-huh. What will really happen when this ends? I don't know. Just hope you're okay the next time. I'll meet you again when death shall do you part. I was not expecting this to be a fucking analog horror game. I was just... This is the first quiz I took today. Hi, Cthulhu-chan, how's it hanging? We're playing an analog horror uQuiz, apparently. For now, I worry about... Well, I'm not saying the name. The question is timed. How will you die? Bye. Oh my gosh, I've been playing this out for a while. I hope this doesn't turn out like shit later. You better leave something in the text box, loser. Exactly 100 questions. Parts. Not what I expected. But, like, I enjoyed it. Decent, low budget horror. You will know when the time is right. I don't think you need to know right this second. Figure out your life first before you think of death. You know what? Yeah. Are we at... God, I hope not. Okay, so there are other ones. You will know when the time is right. I'm not sure yet. Starvation, disease, killed by someone you know. Sewer slide, overdose, killed by a stranger, drowning, whoops, death by your own accident, burned alive, car crash, getting crushed by a boulder, falling off a building. Thank you for taking, have a good day. Genuinely, I think I landed on the best one for me. Like, honestly, yeah. Solid. Anyway, are you a Dom, sub, or Switch except I hurt your feelings? I really hope this is a shitposty one. I'm really hoping that the except I hurt your feelings is indicative of a shitpost. Yeah, the whiplash is fucking insane, right? Like, it worked out really well with how whiplashy that was. I gotta know this. To pin or to be pinned? Uh-huh. I'm not taking this one on stream. I'm not taking that one on stream. Anyway, try not to say the same thing as me. I might come back to that one. I'm not gonna come back to it unless I'm not coming back to it unless my brain decides it's okay for some fucking reason. If you get an answer correct, it actually means I was thinking it, and you're failing. 0% is the ideal score. First, name a color. I like the color brown. It's cozy. Incorrect. Oh, fuck you. Name a food. Pork chops, steak, rice, lasagna. That one's not a food. That one is not a food. Meatloaf, casserole, salad, chicken strip. Are all of these just gonna say incorrect? Help, wait, I wanted to. Add more to that thought. Add more to the thought than just the word king, huh? Lasagna. Yeah. Name a country that starts with G. Guatemala? You know, I'm starting to think that it's impossible to not say the same thing as this person because they're the one making the quiz, so all of these are things that they have said. There's no way that's not, like, what's gonna happen. Wait, incorrect is good? What? Name an actor: The Rock, Macaulay Culkin, Tom Hanks, Morgan Freeman, Johnny Depp, Marilyn Monroe, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Cruise, Will Smith, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Julia Roberts, Chuck Norris, Sandra Bullock, Chris Roberts. I'm thinking Julia Roberts. Incorrect. We will find out, I'm starting to be curious about that, genuinely. Name a Monster Energy flavor. The original, Ultra White, Ultra Rosa, Ultra Paradise, Ultra Strawberry Dreams, Pipeline Punch, Mango Loco, Pacific Punch, Assault, Aussie Tea Lemonade, and Lewis Hamilton. Man, this is a florp shit. This is florp shit. What is florp shit? Thus far, it's not horrible, but it's nothing overtly special. I'm thinking Pacific Punch just sounds chill. God damn it! Wait. What the fuck is Lewis I don't know. Name a soda. Coke, Pepsi, Cherry Coke, Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, and root beer. I don't like any of them. I don't like carbonated drinks. It feels like angry candy water, and it's not even good candy. I mean, I'm thinking Sprite, because, like, that was the first carbonated thing that I ever drank, and it shot out my nose because I thought it was water. Name a 90s cartoon. Okay, so now we know that there is a correct answer for all of these. Name a 90s cartoon. Powerpuff Girls, Hey Arnold, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Doug, Ren and Stimpy, Cat Dog, or Rugrats. I'm just gonna go off of vibes. I think the most recent thing I've seen anything of is Ed, Ed and Eddie. 14%. Okay, so like... Okay. I got most of it except for the monster flavor. I'm winning. I didn't win entire. Would I kiss or brutally dismember your entire family? A femboy's opinion. That's a very important introduction. That provides a lot of context. And I kinda need to know now. Hiya! Hi, how are you? Whoa, OMG, hi. Meow. Hey, what the fuck? I have big hay energy. How tall are you? Like 5'6" plus. You know who I am. Or no, yes, of course, your majesty. Meow, shut the fuck up. Nuh-uh. Not personally. I vote meow. What the scallop, what the deuce, what the sigma, what the meow. Double question mark. Bye. Use this if you're not gay. Well, I'm not gonna go for the middle one. Yeah. Bye. Where's what the skibbity? That's a good point! Insert neurodivergent vocal noise. Wah. Bye-bye family and meow. Interesting. Let me give you a question you should ponder. What orbs shall we ponder on this fine day? In the span of 7 questions. In a bad situation, do you fight, flight, or freeze? Running the fuck away. Watch me punch somebody. My brain just does not compute ATP freeze. I'm very much team de-escalate. I am team de-escalate. I will fight if there's no other option, but it is far from my first option. I am team get the fuck out. Like, most of my horror scenarios involve not being able to get away from a bad situation. What group do you think you would be a part of in a cliche high school movie? Ugh. Yeah. I am currently dealing with the repercussions of culinary experimentation. You see, for dinner tonight, I opted to put together a thing of mac and cheese, straight from the craft. So I attempted to add a bit of flavor to it by dumping in a few parsley flakes, and also out of sheer curiosity, I added some cayenne. It's not terrible, but it's not preferable either. I'm wondering if there will be consequences to these actions. We'll find out. The children yearn for the craft. That they do. In this instance only, I suppose that does make me qualify as a children. Theater kids or social rejects? I think I usually spent more time around the social rejects. They were chill. What's a not so enjoyable feeling you feel most often? Now, to be clear, I was raised in religious prep school, so the social rejects were mostly just like the openly queer kids. And that turned out pretty helpful in hindsight. What's a not so enjoyable feeling you feel most often? Anger, sadness, regret, jealousy, doubt, and anxious. Anxious as fuck. Well, now that the uncomfy moods are out of the way, what's a happier feeling that you feel most often? Love, motivated, adoration, and ecstasy. Well, it's not ecstasy. Ecstasy is scary. Like, that seems like the most overstimulating emotion. Like, that sounds horrible. I'm never doing cocaine for that specific reason. It's just too overstimulating. I'm not gonna do that. I know my limits and I know what's good for me. Ecstasy just gives, like, excess ecstasy vibes to me. Adoration. Not as much. Not as much. I would like to think either love or motivated. I definitely feel a lot of those. I think in general, I just love a lot of stuff, and a lot of my motivation comes from loving things, in a way, so I'm just gonna stick with that one. What would you say is your best trait? Kind-hearted and help those in need, straightforward, loyal and protect those dear to me, very cheerful, always have a smile on, responsible and tend to hold things together, funny and like lifting up the mood, bold and confident. I'm quiet, but I observe a lot and am pretty knowledgeable. So, This one I would say is pretty accurate. Especially in, like, my active relationships. I weirdly tend to be, like, responsible and tending to hold things together. I think it comes with, like, the forever GM territory. And kind of just, like, keeping things stable, in a way. Mostly out of necessity, and also just because in the things that I enjoy doing, I kind of just wind up in roles that do that a lot. If your personality was a music genre, which would it be? Choose based off the general beats of the music genre, not your favorite. Oh god. Which of these gives off my personality? Fucking... Honestly, emo kinda fits, I think. Like, off-putting to a lot of people, but just kind of there. Usually just pretty honest. I think? I don't know. I'm going off vibes here. And also, you know, occasional screaming in rage. Mostly internally. That's it. Bye now. Love ya. Mwah. Mwah. You have to mwah back. It is customary. Question 3. Do you think soulmates and fate are real? Why? No. Absolutely fucking not. I genuinely actively dislike the concept of fate. Like, I just don't, it don't make sense to me. Like, I don't know, stuff that has to do with, like, soulmates and, like, I don't know, destiny. I hate the concept of destiny. Like, the concept of predetermination as a whole just gives me the biggest fucking ick. Like, especially as, like, a writer, I make a point to use fate, like, never. Like, it's not even, like, actively trying to, I just don't go for it because it just either doesn't make sense to me or it just, I don't know, just seems kind of goofy in a way. Like, there are ways to use it really well. I will absolutely say that. It's just not my vibe. Speaking of, what is my vibe and what is my curse? Already in with a very... That's a pretty cool background, I'm not gonna lie. Why does it look like a shower curtain? Why does it look like this background is a shower curtain? I can't be the only one who's getting shower curtain vibes. I think it's like the little, like, lines up and down. I would presume that is it. How do you feel when you need to fight? I express my feelings, I focus on others before myself, I isolate myself, I hide, I reflect on it, I relive it. Okay, well, I'm already confused right off the bat. I think that when I need to fight, I usually, like... Yeah, I usually reflect on a lot of shit, just in general, whether internally or out loud, I guess. Oh boy, I can't wait for a nice shower. The malicious moons. What are we reliving? Trauma. What do you value the most? Emotional depth and meaning, connection, understanding and acceptance, excellence and perfection, acknowledgement. I think it's between understanding and acceptance and connection, and I think what's making it hard to choose is that they kind of go hand in hand for me. Like, there isn't really any connection without understanding and acceptance, and you don't get to understanding and acceptance without connection. I think, in general, it's harder to get, like, genuine understanding from another person. Like, especially with a lot of things making it very apparent People are inevitably not gonna understand a lot of shit. Everyone doesn't understand something, and there are a lot of things that people will never fully understand. And while I myself actively value, like, understanding things as best I can, and using that to draw from when it comes to accepting things, then again, connection without understanding and acceptance kinda sucks. I mean, this is a matter of what I value most, so I would say understanding and acceptance. Oh god, what do I understand? Words, others, myself, critique, nothing. I think more than anything, I think I understand myself better than I understand a lot of things, mostly just out of necessity. I do understand critique really well. Like, if there's an actual critique, then I gain a lot from it. Ugh, it's a tough one. I think I actively understand myself a lot better than a lot of other things. How do you handle criticism or failure? Inspiration for more work, deeper work, meaningful work. I take it to heart, I feel hurt, pain, I process it privately, I push myself harder, I think about it, look back at it. I draw a lot of, like, inspiration from criticism and failure. Like, whenever that happens, I'm like, okay, what can I learn from this? Like, just what conclusion can I draw? What understanding can I glean? And how can I use that to go forward? Like, that's kind of just my modus operandi at this point. What do I think is happiness? Art is pretty happiness. Help. I wouldn't say help is happiness necessarily. Like, happiness is such a specific thing for me that, like, happiness is more a particular emotion that I don't think... Where's the cheese option? Yeah, where is the cheese option? Wait, what the fuck? Why is cheese not on here? The moons ate the cheese. They didn't leave any for anyone. How dare? Stay away from my mac and cheese, you fucking shower moons. Anytime I get my hands on some Munster or Gouda, my mood lifts like 50%. That is me with, like, most forms of cheddar. Cheddar is delightful. Cheddar is actively delightful. Home, perfection, people. Oh my god, the moon's committed cannibalism. Right, they are made of cheese. That's an actual science fact that is in books. I think? Art isn't necessarily about I don't think any of these necessarily are happiness in any way, shape, or form. Like, perfection is just boring. People are way too complex to be, like, the epitome of a particular emotion. The same goes for art, because that is a reflection of people. Help can come and go in a lot of different forms that aren't necessarily happy, and a lot of times the help that someone needs isn't necessarily what's going to make them happy in, like, at least the short term. Even if it is going to, like, undeniably help. And home is complicated as hell. I think, out of all of these, I think the concept of home to me is the closest to, like, happiness, because home is, it's a complicated thing, but it is kind of what happiness is to me, if that makes sense. Like, I'm more inclined to happiness from something that I genuinely consider to be indicative of, like, the concept of home itself, I guess. God, this is way too... what is happening today? What is happening today? I tried craft mac and cheese with cayenne. It was just okay. Almost. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Look at it, it's so pretty. I don't want to be alone anymore. I want to be perfect. I want to help others, but I don't want to see these horrible things anymore. I don't want these memories, they say, staring at the moons in the background. I want people to see the beauty and emotion. I want to be able to talk. Years ago, I would have gone for the top one without hesitation. That's not a problem for me anymore, fortunately. For some reason, you thought cayenne started with a K. Now, I think cayenne is like some sort of Latin-based language in origin, at the very least one that doesn't usually have a lot of, like, K's in it. Wait, is cayenne? Hang on. Is cayenne Spanish in origin? It kind of seems like it would be, but, like... I need to look this up. What is the linguistic origin of cayenne? Linguistic origin of cayenne. I almost typed it with a fucking K. It comes from the old Tupi language, once spoken in Brazil, thought to be a corruption of the word caina, meaning capsaicin. Ah, that's neat. Okay, so it's like based in Portuguese. Fascinating. I don't think Portuguese has a lot of K's in it, I don't think. Like, it has some, but it's like, as far as I can tell, it's like almost entirely like C's usually. At least like a significantly higher percentile, I think. At this point, I'm gonna go with this one. I don't fucking know. Lonely bird. You drift through life like a solitary bird, searching for a place to land but never quite finding it. Your heart longs for connection and belonging, yet you remain adrift, feeling isolated even when surrounded by all. Your journey is marked by a deep sense of solitude and a desire for a true home. Curse, fated to wander endlessly, never finding a place to call home, always yearning for a sense of belonging that remains elusive. Pretty painting. How freaky are you? Welcome back to fucking Whiplash. How tall are you? Ooh, this is a tough one, because I'm like right on the cusp between 5'7" and 5'8". I'm pretty sure I'm like just within 5'7" range. Smash or pet, that looks like a child, no. Favorite 1900s movie? Whatever happened to Good Morning? Portuguese doesn't have the letter K, W, or Y in native word. Okay, that's fascinating. Okay, because I haven't seen a lot of Portuguese aside from a few specific words, but I have seen a lot of, like, Spanish. Does Spanish have the letter K in it that often? Does Spanish use the letter K? Wait, hang on. Favorite 1900s movie: Back to the Future, Clueless, Heathers, Sandlot, The Karate Kid, 1984. I've never watched any of these. Okay, so, of the ones that I've seen, it's between Back to the Future, Clueless, which I haven't seen, so I don't think I can make much of an opinion about it, but I've heard good things, and Heathers, which I've only seen the musical. Back to the Future's pretty good, but also Heathers has Winona Ryder. Spanish does technically have K. Okay, that's good to know. From what I've seen, it's not used a lot, though, but it's mostly for words from other... Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was gonna say, I have not seen the letter K in a lot of Spanish words, and I do know a lot of Spanish words. It's nowhere near, like, a second language for me, but it's the closest thing I have to a second language. Anyway, Heathers. You gotta go for Winona Ryder. He's a 10, but he calls you mommy. Are you one of them homosexuals? I am gay, men, I'm lesbian, I'm bi, I'm straight. I mean, I'm non-binary, that's under the trans umbrella. I guess I'll go with that one. Here's a random quote from my friend. I know that I'm talking to Cookie right now, but I like you a lot, so I'm going to cheat on her. Dude, who ain't my friend anymore? LOL. What the fuck? Oh, dude who ain't my friend anymore, LOL. Okay. Okay, so for context, this is from someone who's not their friend anymore. Okay, bread is love, bread is life, Walmart Elsa. We should call him Biscuit. Why? Because he's a snack. Convo between me and Cookie. Ah, the one who was about to get cheated on by the one you who aren't friends with. Excellent. Gotta stick together in that shit. People with shorter legs are more flexible. My crush. Taylor Swift, oi, 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 Lynn. Guys, I'm not a furry, lies, rando girl. The lore expands. I know, we're getting so much lore from this uQuiz that I did not expect to get lore from. Wonderful. Bread is decent. Specific kinds of bread are really good. Bread is hit or miss depending on the type for me. We should call him Biscuit because he's a snack. Based. People with shorter legs are more flexible. I don't know if I necessarily think that makes sense. I'm not gonna go with that one just because my brain don't brain it right. Guys, I'm not a furry, lies. I've had that conversation way too many fucking times. I have to go with that one. Choose a name you would never call your kid. July. Like, July but Valley Girl, I guess. Isley. That's not horrible. Cheney. Audrey. I have a friend, Audrey. The fuck is why? Rebecca. Brooklyn. Waverly? Like the place. You know what I just saw, like, online recently? Apparently Disney Plus just dropped, like, a fucking, like, Wizards of Waverly Place sequel. Like, they're coming out with, like, a Wizards of Waverly Place next-gen show. Like, I saw an ad for it, like, yesterday. I was like, interesting. Yeah, like, I just saw that yesterday. Aubrey is better than Audrey. Agree to not care. Suellen in but one word? Emery. Harper. Harper's fine. Isla. London. My name's on here? What the fuck? I'm good, man. I don't think I would ever spell Rebecca like that. Sue Ellen, but one name, yeah. Like, I'm not spelling Rebecca like that simply because I feel like I'm simultaneously too white and also not white enough to spell it like that. I will not elaborate. Choose a random emoji. They're all the same. What? Surprised Zan wasn't on the list. What is it? Wait, what's Zan? Who is that? Have people been naming their kids Zan and it blew up online or something? What is the context behind that? Is there a person named Zan? Wait, I actually need to know this. Wait, Beta, what the fuck you talking about? We need the lore, Beta. What's the fucking lore, Beta? A name you just made up? Oh. Man. I mean, if you just made it up, then no, I'm not surprised that it wasn't on there. You know what? Lore is lore. I'll take what I can get. Pick a color. Red. Rage, 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 rage. Orange. I'm in the 5%. Yellow. I'm controversial. Green. It's a mood. Purple. I live, eat, sleep, breathe purple. Purple is good. Blue. Wait, what happened there? Pink. Black. Like my soul. White. I'm basic. Okay, so, process of elimination. Rage, 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 rage. Not my vibe. Black is a decent color, but the like my soul indicates a specific vibe that is just not me. Blue is okay. Like, shades of blue are very hit or miss. What did you expect? I'm stupid, except when it comes to Ultra Kill, in which I am a dipshit professional LMAO. To be fair, that just sounds like the average neurodivergent experience. So, like, you're good. That sounds pretty normal. Yellow, I think, is my least favorite warm color. Just, yeah. Weirdly enough, I actually really have been liking the color orange a lot more than usual lately. Like, I don't know if it's just been because it's been Halloween, and because it's, like, the color that brown is usually based off of, and I come to realize that brown is, like, my favorite color, genuinely. But, like, I do like orange. Orange is a great color. I do really like purple, though. See, the thing about purple and orange is that both of them have, like, shades of them that are absolutely atrocious. Oh, and white was never up for consideration because it is the color that feels empty to me in a way that's, like, simultaneously over and understimulating and makes my brain scream at me. I think the vibe is orange right now, I'm not gonna lie. Like one of my friends' names, Elsa, Anchan, AJ, Demon from Hell. I'm inclined to vibe with that one. Brookie Cookie, probably on something. Demon from Hell is a vibe. What's your impression of me so far? You're on something. Oh my lord, get some holy water. Go to church. Can I get your number? I'm your friend, Audrey, stop. Where are your parents? Can I get whatever drugs you're on? What is the vibe here? What is the vibe here? You're on something is the closest to a vibe. When I was in oh, that looks like a fucking lore drop. When I was in kindergarten, I wrote a fucking book about the color orange because it was my favorite color, but then later in life, I got debuffed and just became another generic blue enjoyer. Damn. Okay, but consider the following. Blue and orange are complementary colors, so if anything, it's just two halves of a whole. Like, whatever you think of me, I want to read it. The lore implied between the conversation with Cookie and the guy you aren't friends with hitting on you is magnificent. We eating good on this uQuiz in the back corner of Denny's. Very important information. You're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're 10 million% freaky. You're like me. LOL, can we be friends? You're a little freaky. You just want to be different. You're freaky, but in like a cool way. You're not freaky, sorry. Mid-freaky, 7 out of 10. You're so innocent. You're fruity freaky. I mean, I am fruity freaky. Like 100%. This or that, except I hurt your feelings. Let's fucking go. Try me, motherfucker. Sprite or cola? I hate both of them. God damn it. Stop making me answer this. I hate them. Why is carbonation so mean? Why are you mean to me? Why make me choose between the same fucking thing? Either of these are carbonated and I hate them. Why? Fuck you. I ain't picking shit. Fuck you. Why? You know what? Sprite is a core memory for me. It's not a good core memory, but it is a core memory. So you know what? Fuck it. Minecraft or Roblox. I don't play either. Roblox, I guess, has more variety, so I'd be more inclined to go on it. But also, there's like a socialize with strangers element, and that's not usually my thing, especially in games where it's designed so that you cannot avoid that. Then again, I am really good at avoiding people that I don't want to talk. I have played ESO for literal years and never did any sort of online interaction with anyone ever, so like, I think I could survive Roblox. Minecraft I just kind of can't get into. Like, I've tried. It's just not, my brain don't sync with it. I get confused and I just curl up in the forest and freeze to death. I don't want to freeze to death, but the forest demands it. I'm gonna go with Roblox. Roblox has enough that I think I'd be able to find something decent. Lana or Taylor? God damn it. I don't listen to either of them, but I think I've listened to more Lana Del Rey? Question mark? Black or blue? I like black. Black is a good color. It's very choice. Most of my wardrobe is black. It looks very good on me. Go big or go home. I would say go big. I don't, but I want to. Low-rise jeans or lace tops? What the fuck are lace tops? Wait, what the fuck? Hang on. Are lace tops a type of jean, or Roblox is weird? I see it less as a game and more like YouTube, but instead of creators posting videos, it's developers making games. To be fair, I do like YouTube. I do like YouTube. And I do like seeing what things developers can come up with. So yeah, I'm gonna say that. Yeah. So yeah, I am further accepting my Roblox decision. I am accepting my Roblox decision. Oh wait, I was gonna look something up and I got distracted texting someone back. Low-rise jeans. I'm gonna look this up on incognito so it doesn't get fed into my advertising algorithm. Okay, glad that I'm not, okay. Low-rise jeans? What do those look like? Double checking, because I need to know what things look like. I need to do the science. I need to figure out for science. Okay, those things are really baggy. I don't like pants that are baggy simply because they curl up around the bottoms of my feet and they either become a tripping hazard or they get beat the fuck up by just stepping on it all the time. Okay, and now lace tops. Oh! Oh, those things! Oh no, I closed my, oh damn it. Genuinely? Lace tops are pretty cool, but I'm not normally one for lace in general. I guess lace tops, I just like the vibe better. Talk shit or don't talk. Don't. Simply scheme in the background. M&M's or Skittles? M&M's or Skittles is a very vibe-dependent thing. It depends if I want more of a variety of flavor, or if I just want to, like, go through the whole thing and specifically want chocolate. I definitely eat M&Ms more. I will say, the ways that I eat the two of them are concerningly similar. Because, like, on one hand, I tend to divide them up by, like, by candy color. And for Skittles, it makes sense. For Skittles, it makes sense because the different colors are different flavors. So, like, you're trying to get one flavor consistently instead of just bouncing between them or, like, shoving a handful of different flavored things into your mouth all at once that may not or may not, like, taste good together. Apart from it just being raw sugar. But with M&Ms, I sort those and then eat them in an order too. So, like, Skittles honestly have a better unique vibe. M&Ms are just, they exist. It's just another chocolate candy. That's a good point, but M&Ms are also pretty convenient because, like, M&Ms are cleaner than a lot of other chocolate candies because, like, they don't, like, get candy on whatever it is you're touching, or, like, you just eat them one by one and there's no bite mark with saliva on it to, like, accidentally pick things up. You can just lay them on the table and be like, yep, I'm gonna start popping these in my mouth now. On one hand, I like the varieties of M&Ms better. Like, the different types of M&Ms, I like them better than the different types of Skittles. However, that does not change the fact that in a singular thing of M&Ms, I will still, like, sort them by color and then eat them all in color order. Unless you're eating handfuls, then yeah, they get pretty messy and colorful. See, I just don't keep them in my hands long. Like, I lay them out on the table and then I pick them out after sorting them and just pick them one by one. In other news, wait, what are you cooking? What the fuck are you cooking? Hey, what are you doing with that oven? The fuck are you cooking? What are you doing? Hey, no, hey, what are you doing? You're not setting anything fire, are you? I better not hear that fucking smoke alarm. Nuh-uh, what are you doing? Hey, hey. You better not be making pudding with barbecue sauce again. I know your sins. Skittles have a sour flavor, M&Ms don't, so automatically better. Okay, that's a good point. Okay, you are momentarily not banned from the kitchen. Sour Skittles are pretty good. What would sour M&Ms taste like? Probably not good. I guess it depends. I don't think sour M&Ms would taste good, to be fair. Okay, bud, hear me out. The sour flavor is made because it has that, like, sugar-ish to, fuck you, I will make barbecue ranch jello. The ban is reinstated. Jail immediately. You put that in anyone's mouth but your own, and you will be sentenced to execution. Them's the rules. Some rules exist for a reason. Sour chocolate, nah, that sounds bad. It does sound really fucking bad. It sounds bad. Anyway. I'm inclined to say Skittles simply because I eat way too many M&Ms in one sitting. Because they all taste the same, I can just go by and grab them out and then just pop them in my mouth one after the other, and for Skittles, that's a lot harder, especially because Skittles don't come in huge fucking tubs that you can reseal. So, like, you're inclined to get them in smaller doses, and that means it's better for me. I'll just feed the Jello to Daryl. It will enjoy the free meal. Who the fuck is Daryl? Who the... Beta, do you have someone trapped in your basement, Beta? Beta, are you feeding barbecue jello? Barbecue ranch jello? Wait, hold the fuck up. I just noticed the ranch part. What do you mean barbecue ranch jello? What the fuck is that? You don't know Daryl the basement slime? No, I don't know Daryl the basement slime. Also, isn't feeding slimes jello technically making them commit cannibalism? You really want to make Daryl commit cannibalism? Then again, do slimes cannibalize each other often? Are slimes the hamsters of the RPG world? Wait, what the fuck? Are slimes basically hamsters? Shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, slimes are RPG hamsters. Now, we don't have time to unpack all that. Your mom leaving you or your dad. Fuck. Which parent do I want to leave me? Oh god. I mean, I'm a grown-ass adult. Like, I'm a grown-ass adult. I haven't lived with my parents for over a year now. No, because slime is made of polyvinyl and jello is just animal fat, so not cannibalism. Oh, fascinating. Wait, what the fuck is polyvinyl? Wait, what is polyvinyl? I need to look this up. What is polyvinyl? Is that a real thing or a fantasy thing? What is, hang on. Polyvinyl. Wait, like PVC pipes? Wait, slimes are made of PVC pipe? What? We don't have time to unpack all that. Ooh, either way I'm gonna fuck. Polyvinyl alcohol, PVA, a solution like white glue and borate ions commonly found in borax. Oh, wait, like... Oh, slime like the fucking craft that blew up on YouTube in like 2017? Ow. Neat. I mean, I guess this is closest since I don't live with them. Mitski or The Neighborhood? I've listened to the Neighborhood song. Unless Sweater Weather isn't The Neighborhood, in which case, that just gives an even bigger case for Mitski. I don't listen to either that often, but like, I've listened to more Mitski songs. Sleep or insomnia? Sleep, duh. Insomnia is horrible. Why would it? No. Go back to the past or go to the future? Shit. I don't want to time travel though. Why do I want to like going back to the past? That sounds like a bad idea. On the other hand, then again, wait. I have a thought. If I go back to the past, yeah, basically that's what all slime creatures are made of, plus the mysterious mythical core that gives them life. Fascinating. Okay, but hear me out. If I were to go back to the past with the money I have now, I would be fucking loaded. And also, there would be a housing market. So technically speaking, on the other hand, if I go back in time, then that would mean no Baldur's Gate. How far in the past, though? Like 2 years or 2,000 years? I'm not going 2,000 years in the past. That's fucking ridiculous. No. To be clear, if I had the ability to time travel to go to a different period in time, I would not do it. I don't want to. I don't want to go either direction. Like, the past like, saying that I know how far ahead or how far back, and it's not, like, egregiously far in either direction. If I go back to the past, then I'm just, like, reliving shit that I already know is gonna happen, and that's gonna suck, knowing what's coming and not being able to do much to stop it. Especially because I'm not sure how, like... I'm not sure if, like, it's the scenario where you can, like, change things that happen in the timeline, and then just the timeline you were from disappears because of it, or if, like, actually, you know what? I can think of reasons to get rid of this timeline. I don't know what's happening in the future, but I'm scared of the future. I'm gonna go into it regardless, but, like, if I can make the future better by doing something in the past, that'd be great. Fix your mistakes or fix your family's life. My family's fine. I mean, well, it depends on if it means, like, biological family or, like, emotional family. Because I would like to fix a lot of their lives, fuck. Since the question doesn't give you a specific time, I'm going to assume it's just a random amount of time. So, like, it could send you 5 hours into the past, or, like, 1,200 years. Same with the future, so, yeah. I'm gonna change something. I'm gonna find something that I want to change, and change it. Or if I can't, I'm at the very least gonna, like, find a way to make life better for, at the very least, myself. And other people. By weaponizing my future knowledge and also future American money dollars. Like, I looked at the inflation calculator. It's staggering. Wait, hold up. Wait, then again, would the money that I have now even be... I would have picked future, honestly. Get to play the full release of Ultra Killer. Ooh, that'd be pretty good, honestly. Imagine time traveling, and then... Well, it also depends on if, like... It also depends on if you stay the same age when you went. Because, like... I would go back in time and remain the age I am now and capitalize on there being room for growth in any model of anything. Which is not really a thing, as not nearly as much anymore. With how oversaturated a lot of shit is. It's hacks. It's 100% hacks. But they're hacks I could use to make interesting things. Either way, honestly, I don't think my personal mistakes have been bad enough to warrant, like, altering the timeline. I would just go back and, with the knowledge I have, take the classes I actually need, and obviously game stocks. Oh, yeah. On one hand, fuck the stock market. On the other hand, con the stock market. Yeah, I want to fix my family's life. They deserve it. Playing with your younger sibling or annoying your older sibling? I only have younger siblings. The thing about my siblings is that there's not much we have in common that I would actively play with them. Like, I don't have much in common with my younger sibling. I could probably have graduated last spring if I was actually wise and took the classes I only needed. Oh, buddy. I'm an only child, so neither. Oh my god, we have a spoiled little baby in chat. We got a spoiled little baby. How's it like to never be told no in your fucking life? Or exclusively be told no. I don't know how it worked for you. I'm not gonna ask because this is a public Twitch chat. And only lore dump if you actively desire to. Either way, I don't go out of my way to annoy my younger siblings. guess just kind of vibing. I'd like to be able to vibe with them. We just don't have much in common. Loving yourself or being loved? Honestly, I think loving myself is more important than being I just sort of existed, that's about it. Congratulations. I think that's the best case scenario. You're winning that one. Honestly, I think being able to love yourself is kind of just more important than being loved by others, because a lot of love from other people tends to come with a lot of like terms and conditions and can often cause more harm than good if that's what you're striving to do. Like, it depends on how you get that love from others, but like loving yourself, I think just has a better like effectiveness and also makes it harder for you to be taken advantage of. And then if you love yourself, the people whose love is worth striving to earn, you're more likely to get. So honestly, loving yourself kind of does a lot to lead into being loved. It's not a full prerequisite, but it does a lot. Learning to say no or helping others more. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh God. I've gotten really good at saying no. It's taken so much practice. But I've gotten really good at learning how to say no to people who don't take no for an answer. Like, there have been multiple instances lately in which I have gotten really good at that, and it's like genuinely saved my ass. Bonus question, if you could pick 3 superpowers, what would it be? Ooh, hang on, 3 superpowers. 3 superpowers, I would say illusion generation, very multifaceted, works with a lot of like creative application, which I consider myself to be very good at. Okay, so illusion generation, I would think invisibility, but there's also like the caveat of like, it depends on how the invisibility works, and I don't know if the illusion would like counteract that or make it so I wouldn't need it. I feel like that would be a bit redundant. So illusion generation, that's just a no-brainer. Telekinesis. Yeah, telekinesis. Illusion generation, telekinesis, and teleportation. Like, being able to maneuver things with my mind would be so helpful. It would be very handy. Creating illusions, just very much up my personal alley and kind of just very self-indulgent. It'd be very fun to fuck around with and also very useful for protecting myself. And for teleportation, there's multiple types of teleportation. Like, whether it's short distance or long distance, I don't think the distance range does that much to change the fact that it would be a really useful power either way. Like, that one's just handy for getting out of tight spots. And also, like, it helps you get around physical barriers, too. Like, even with whatever, like, limitations that power usually has, regardless, it's just handy. The only real caveat I could see to make teleportation not worth it is, like, if the rotation of the Earth, like, fucked it up. Like, if you teleported specifically to the point that you were looking at and, like, that wasn't factoring, like, it didn't move with the rotation of the Earth. If you didn't teleport to that point on the Earth and instead just wherever you were looking at was on that point in the Earth, after, like, the split second of teleportation, that would be horrifying. That would end so bad so fast. That's, like, the one caveat that would, like, make that an unusable power. But if it's not, which it usually isn't in depictions of it, it would be Gucci. That would be delightful. Like, someone tries to stab you or, like, shoot you, you just teleport out of the way before they can do it. And then just duck for cover, make an illusion of yourself, or just, you know, yeet something at their skull. It's perfect for preventing people from killing you. Time travel, immortality, and teleportation. I'm sticking with teleportation. Could be the ultimate historian, could literally just rewind to the start of the universe and witness everything. You wouldn't be able to, oh right, immortality. Teleport anywhere in the universe, see what's going on in Jupiter in the year 1700 or some goofy shit. Okay, but, you're forgetting that you're thinking of, like, the most unrestricted versions of all of these powers. More often than not, you're thinking, like, godlike powers, which a lot of depictions of these powers aren't usually on that level. Like, it's not unthinkable, but also, why would you want to be immortal? That sounds horrible! Like, I've gone on record, and I will continue to go on record, that immortality is a fucking curse. Like, not even just that that's the only way to make immortal characters interesting and add some sort of, like, stakes other than just the risk of dying. It genuinely sounds horrible. I would not want to be immortal. Just no. No, absolutely not. I'm never doing that shit, ever. Anyway, I would like to be able to help others more and be more successful at doing so. Your mental health improving or getting free of an eating disorder. Ooh, I mean, your mental health improving kind of seems like, I mean, freeing yourself from an eating disorder seems like it would be your mental health improving. So, like, either way, your mental health's improving. Relive your warmest memory or hug your dead pet for the last time. I mean, I guess hug the pet. I don't like reliving memories, just in general. Nah. Be a child to get... No! Being a child was horrible! I couldn't do anything! I didn't know shit. I was a stupid little baby child who didn't know shit. Why would I want to be a child? Being a child was horrible. Get the chance to move away from your home school or hometown. I mean, I'd like to be able to move away. Far away. To somewhere safer. I'd like to be able to move somewhere on my own. That would be great. I would like to be able to move into my own place, just period. But if you have time travel, then immortality not bad to be on. You don't have to worry about your family and friends dying around you and outlive. What? I feel like you're missing the big picture there. Like, if you just go back in time and visit someone who's dying, that kind of just seems like you're quite literally beating a dead horse. Why would you want that level of godly power? Like, that just sounds horrible. It sounds agonizing. Sounds like it would just slowly chip away at your stability until you were wishing for a demise that would never come. Like, that just, no. Bruh, it wouldn't even necessarily be them. Because, like, the best part about knowing and loving people is being around them and watching them grow. And if you go back, but have you thought of the implications as the one argument you need against immortality? Yeah, thank you! Like, yeah, you can go back in time and visit them, but it's not them. It's what they used to be. Like, I feel like you're not considering a lot of the implications of the context of this. Like, this feels very, the world is the ultimate playground in a way that's kind of just upsetting to think about living in. Like, that sounds like it would fuck you up real bad. I can't think of a way that wouldn't fuck you up real bad. I have 2 brain cells, so I could handle it. You know? You make a decent argument. I'm never doing that shit. Ever. My brain would actively decay. It would be horrible. I don't think I could go through that and not wind up doing like some super... Nothing is bad if you're stupid. It's concerning. It is so concerning how that makes sense, that is. I don't want it to make sense. But I hate that I see the logic. Anyway, I'd like to move the fuck away for safety reasons. Get all the money you need for your parents or never speak to them again. Oh. I would like my parents to have money. That would be helpful, but also... one of my long-term goals for a while, even no longer living with them, is to never have to speak to my family ever again. At the very least, never have to. So, like, if this is, like, because I was able to do so, I'd be down for that, genuinely. Like, yeah. Being seen or being appreciated? Oh, I mean, I would prefer being appreciated over being seen, genuinely. Like, if people are just looking at you, that's concerning and uncomfortable. Yeah, also, yeah, true. I tend to just think of the most overpowered version of those powers instead of limiting them because, like, funny, but also I'm bad at coming up with weaknesses. See, that's where I fucking shine. I love coming up with weaknesses for things. That's what makes them interesting and fun to play around with, for me. But also, having the most overpowered version of certain things just sounds like it would make life boring. Like, I feel like that just wouldn't be as satisfying, I guess. Like, this isn't any sort of, like, bootstrapper shit. This is, like... what would be the point of anything, I guess? Like, you're just kind of there infinitely. Which just sounds a lot scarier than anything I could fathom. I would like to be appreciated, though. Second choice or never a one at all. I mean... second choice, like... second choice is still pretty high on the list of choices. Like, that's still pretty high. Never having a choice sounds horrible. That's literal hell. Like, never being able to make a choice or never having a choice in anything, that's horrifying. Why would you want that? Why would you choose that over anything? Like, if the alternative is the worst choice or never a choice, then, like, that's kind of the same thing, except one is guaranteed to be horrible. So yeah, then no choices, but, like, it still sucks. Because then, like, there'd be no point to trying to make decisions, and making decisions is so much. Why would you not want to make your own decision? And again, second choice, that's still pretty high on the list of choices. There are a lot of choices out there, and a lot of them suck. If it's like the second choice, that's still pretty good. You have something, you have a choice. And it's not a horrible one most of the time. Saving yourself or Oh no. I mean, I'm inclined to say saving my best friend, because I would be horrified if I lost someone I cared about. But, like, I wouldn't want either of us to fucking die. That's a lose-lose situation. And I feel like... Oh, no. I mean, it's not even that I gotta say that one, it's just that it would break me if I didn't. From what? That's a good point, actually. I would assume saving yourself from, like, death or or like a fate worse than death. Like, that's usually what that's about. I think, usually, my friends more often than not are in more, like, precarious or more likely to be dangerous situations than myself. So I think it just objectively, even just objectively, would be a better tactical call. What is it? Falling off a cliff? A saw trap?
A bad, what, haircut?
A bad breakup? Ooh. I mean, a bad breakup would suck for anyone. I don't want to be in a saw trap ever. I don't want to be in a saw trap ever. If I died in a saw trap, I would die in a way that actively defeated the clear purpose that Jigsaw intended of the thing. If I had no choice but to die, I would ensure that it would be in a way that was actively out of spite to whoever put me in that fucking trap. Falling off a cliff sounds horrible. Ooh. I mean, I gotta pick that. It's not even that I have to. I think usually, tactically, it would just make more sense to attempt to save my friend over me, because my friends are usually in more dangerous situations are usually more dangerous for a lot of people that I know and love, one reason or the other. Never seeing your younger sibling get bullied again, or forgive your own bullies. I mean, here's the thing. I hardly ever noticed that I was getting bullied. I would need more context to make a choice. Oh, 100%, very much so. For this one, however, it wouldn't affect me that much to forgive my own bullies, because most of the bullies that I've had, I didn't even realize were bullying me, because it was usually just behind my back or in ways I didn't register as bullying. My siblings apparently did pick up on me getting bullied, and people, like, shit-talking me horribly behind my back, and they hated it. It was horrible to them. And, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess forgive my own bullies, mostly just because I didn't care. I've never been bullied and don't have a sibling, so yet again, I chose right. I choose neither. Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, I was never bullied that bad, in a way I could see. That, like, it didn't fuck me up that bad. That, like, it'd be easier for me to forgive my own bullies, but, like, the people who have bullied my siblings, one sibling in particular, if anyone tried to bully my youngest sibling, I would fucking seethe. I would be plotting just the biggest deterrent. Forgive yourself or remove all your memories. I mean, why would I want to remove my memories? I wouldn't learn from them, and I'd be a different person. I'd want to forgive myself. I'd like to make sure I earned that forgiveness, but if I remove all of my memories, then I wouldn't be earning that forgiveness because I wouldn't learn anything from the thing that I would be forgiving myself for. Like, this is a no-brainer. Half empty glass or half full? The best answer that I've ever heard to this question is that whether or not a glass is half full or half empty depends on how much was in the glass at the start. Like, if it didn't have anything or it had less in it and then was, like, brought higher up, then it's half full. If it had more and it was, like, taken away from, then it's half empty. So I would want it to be half full in that case, because that means that it's going up. Things are going better. Question 27 of 27. I might as well share my 4 a.m. crisis on my most popular quiz. So basically, I just processed that I am the best friend of a girl whose brother hanged out with a literal fucking murderer who got arrested 3 days ago for killing a woman in her apartment, and now I can't shake this thought at all, or how my best friend's brother bragged about it. Jesus fucking Christ, what? Wow. The Goofy has faded. What the fuck was that? I mean, yeah, I mean, I hope it's okay. Savior, since as long as you remember, you never put yourself first. In fact, you've always been helping others more than yourself, even when they don't ask. Most likely seen as a therapist friend as well. You gave, and gave until there was nothing left for them. But more importantly, you. Now you're stuck in your own web while never discovering yourself because you never gave yourself a chance. Get free from this role and don't forget you're the main character in your own story. Followed by a link to what type of dress to impress player are you, except I attack you at the end. The saving grace is that I have genuinely discovered a lot of myself and have given myself a lot of chances. And if anything, this is making me realize that I've been actually decent at balancing, helping people with taking care of myself. Where are the others? Stoic, mimic, broken. Fun. Moving on. We went from barbecue ranch jello to my friend's brother was Jeffrey Dahmer. No, Jeffrey Dahmer killed multiple people, and his targets, I think, were mostly men. Was a murderer, though, apparently. They sound horrible. I can think of very few people I would brag about killing. And if it was just some random person in their apartment, like, no. But yeah, mostly young, but yeah, it was horrible. The dude sucked. Yeah, especially, yeah, mostly young men in minorities. It was horrible. The dude fucking sucked. Anyway, which object are you, except there are 123 options? Wait, there are 123 options from 12 questions? Did I get Jeffrey Dahmer mixed up with Ted Bundy again? Yeah, probably. I mean, they both kind of had, like, similar issues going on, just different targets. Either way, they both sucked. Oh, it seems we have stumbled into a blue void. How odd. I could have sworn those had all been exterminated last century. No matter, I'm sure we can pass the time. If you could choose how much time to give yourself, how much would you pick? Way more than average. If it's an option that'll make myself... No. God, no. Bit more than average, just enough that people are surprised by how long I lived. An average amount of time for a person's lifespan, less than average was still a fair amount. Much less than average, I'd be coming up on my death soon if it were up to me. Nope. I would just want an average amount of time for a person's lifespan. Genuinely? Statistically speaking, getting an average amount of time for a person's lifespan feels like a step up. It's the goal, and it feels like a step. It feels like a pipe dream, and I don't fucking like that. We don't have time to unpack all that. Oh, I'm sorry, we just can't escape a blue void. You have to wait for a rescue, which gives us plenty of time here. What is the most like an escape to you? Music, daydreaming, reading, sleep, running away, simply thinking. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. What feels like an escape? Music doesn't feel like an escape. Music is more grounding than it. Daydreaming. Daydreaming usually gets like too real too quick. Reading, I like reading. Sleep does kind of feel like an escape, not gonna lie, but also I need to escape for some time. Running away, ooh. I think the most like an escape, I think, is either daydreaming or I think it's either reading or running away. The thing is, I don't really read to escape that much. Usually I use it to like find a different vessel to work through problems I already have, or just like get invested in something. I mean, I guess reading and reading adjacent activities. I'm sure someone will notice that we're missing soon. We do have a tight schedule here, and we seem to be a bit behind schedule from this little adventure. Do you think life is a good adventure? Yes, it is an adventure, but certainly not a good one. No, I have no idea. Depending on the music, it can be grounding or ascending. When I tell you that one part from, like, I think it's the chorus of Altars of Apostasy feels like ascending but music. Yeah. Also, you know what the most, like, this gives massive, like, brain ascending things for me is out of music? You know what really does that for me? Like, more than anything I've ever heard is the fucking outro to NADDPOD's Trinivale campaign. There's that one part in, like, the bridge that's just, I've described as, like, auditory ascension. If you've never heard the Trinivale intro and outro from Not Another D&D podcast, it goes hard. Emily Axford fucking cooked on that one. I re-listened to that shit so many times, and when for the last, like, few sessions of the campaign proper, they didn't get to that part of the outro, and they just, like, condensed it without it, I wanted to scream. And the fact that it came back in the post-campaign one-shots they did in the setting, that was, like, the ultimate catharsis for me. Genuinely, that's one of my favorite pieces of instrumental music to this day. It's not a very actively recognized or hyped one, but it's one that I will hype into the grave. It goes hard. It scratches the brain fucking perfectly. Anyway, good is debatable. It has its ups and downs, but I don't think an adventure is always good anyway. Well, I personally think questions are always a good way to get through moments of time that are a bit unpleasant. Which time do you think is the most unpleasant? The past, thinking about what happened hurts and I wish I could stop. The present, I just have to get through this and then I'll be okay, right? Oh wow, that is most of my life, thanks. The future, I'm too busy worrying about what could happen to even notice any, you know what? Yeah, I have problems with that. I need to work on that. I am a master at asking questions, you know. It really is my purpose in life. Why else would I be the head interviewer? Don't answer that. What is your purpose? To create, to exist, to give, to explore, to love, to learn. I haven't figured that out yet. I would say to exist, but I honestly think create is more accurate. Like, creating is kind of just how I exist. Like, even now, it's like, not the most outwardly creative, but I am creating something. And this is like most of the creation that I can swing in like a way that's really good. Most of like the fulfillment that I get out of life comes from working on creative things. It's how like getting into running tabletop games was what pulled me out of the deepest mental pit I've ever been in my life, because it was the first time that the things I was creating were like actually doing shit and like having tangible results and getting to other people, even if it was just the people I was playing with. Creating shit just is everything to me. I really don't know the purpose of the blue voids now that I think about it. I'm sure they must be from some odd experiment gone wrong. Seems irresponsible. Are you proud of your responsibilities? Honestly, I think I am. I'm very proud of how responsible I am. I am, of course, proud of mine. Neither of us have much of a choice in that matter, I suppose. They always have been a bit, peculiar. Do you think that fear is always reasonable? I mean, always? No. Fear is not always reasonable. It's often reasonable, but it is not always reasonable, and it depends on what comes of that fear. I mean, fear isn't something that's supposed to be reasonable. Emotions aren't meant to be reasonable. What's meant to be reasonable is once you dig through those emotions and figure out what you're gonna do with them. That's like necessary. That's the point of them. Being in this blue void is quite freeing, if I'm being honest. With no one here to hear me, I could say whatever I want. Actually, that seems like too much power. What do you most need to say but can't? Ooh. I don't know. I need to get better at reaching out to people. I guess I miss you works. There are a few people in particular that I just need to reach out to again that I haven't talked to in a while. At the very least, just to check in and see how they're doing. I am not willing to risk everything just for the sake of speaking my mind. It is not worth it. What would you be willing to trade your life for? This seems very personal, but, the world, those I care about most, someone who needed me to, the truth, peace, freedom, nothing. I mean, those I care about most, like, there's multiple of them, so mathematically, it's like, trolley problem. I would not be willing to trade my life for much. I like living. I like it a lot. I don't want to stop anytime soon. But if it came down to it, like, I would want to protect the people I care about. And I would definitely take whoever was trying to get rid of them down swinging. Out of sheer fight. Anyway, do you think anyone would ever sacrifice their life for yours? There are a few people I think would, but I don't want them to. At all. Oh. The problem is none of these say I don't want them to. Like, it's just, yes, they would. I wish I could say yes. Why would I want to say yes? I mean, I don't know, technically, because I'm not in anyone else's head. But, like, I think I'm pretty sure some people might. But I don't know, and I wouldn't want them to anyway. Is there anyone that you completely trust? Dog, I'm playing Overwatch right now. Someone's named Freak Weaver. I've been losing my shit for the past 2 minutes. Fascinating. That was an interesting thing to bring up in that context, but you know what? Yeah, bad time. I wouldn't say it's a bad time. It's the funniest fucking time for that to come up. I'm not kidding. Like, just musing, is there anyone who would sacrifice their life for me, and why would I want them to? And then out of nowhere, I've been playing Overwatch and someone's named Freak Weaver and I'm losing my shit. That's the funniest shit. That is the funniest derailment, like, all day. And that's immediately from going to, like, the fucking analog horror one to, are you a sub, dom, or switch? Wait a minute. What? I just looked back at the one that I just remembered. Like, I have the tab open still. The jury's still out on whether I'm doing that one, but, like, they fucking labeled it wrong again. I think they fucking I'm pretty sure they labeled it wrong. Like, it's, are you a sub, dom, or switch? They swapped verse and switch again. Why do people keep doing that? Unless I'm wrong, and I'm the one who's been swapping it over and over again, but I'm pretty sure, like, the equivalent of, like, alternating between being dominant and submissive in this case is being, like, verse. Well, like, switch is, like, the middle ground or flip-flop between, like, top and bottom. There's someone named William Afton now. Of course there is. Please tell me that the person whose name is William Afton is playing Diva. I remember when I was playing Payday 2 and someone joined my lobby named at least 5 gay rats, still the best gamer tag. That is a wonderful gamer tag. I love that shit. They won. They won the gamer tag lottery. Is there anyone you completely trust? Yeah. Genuinely, there are people that I would absolutely trust without question in moments of duress. Obviously, I am the type to ask questions regardless of whether I trust someone out of sheer curiosity and wanting to make sure that I understand what's going on. But there are people who, if they were like, just trust me, bro, there are people out there that I would trust. Well, it seems this whole thing took a bit of an unexpected turn. My apologies. Hopefully we can escape soon and move on to continue our tour. Perhaps you have something to share now while we wait. By the way, each result has a separate description, but they are all pretty short because it was a lot of writing. I like that it's at least 5 gay rats, meaning there might be more. So what I'm hearing is they're playing Overwatch Classic instead of quick play. Good to know. Very important. Because if there were more... First of all, if there were more, it would have to be Overwatch Classic because they took out the 6th. They could get at least 5 if they did, like, no limits. Anyway. I can letters. Understandable, have a nice day. What we got? Up price to what? You care too much about labels. You highly value things that have been deemed valuable by society and refuse to make your own opinions. You think everything needs to have a label, and if it doesn't have one, then you might come up with it yourself. Did this uQuiz just call me autistic? Did I just get assigned autistic by a uQuiz? I think I might have just gotten assigned autistic by uQuiz. Neat. I don't think this is an accurate description. I insist on making my own opinions. That said, I think a lot of my own self-value in certain cases, or at least marks of, like, doing well, I'm still working on, like, judging that by metrics that are more than just, like, what society says is worth anything. So headphones is the most common? I guess so, yeah. People got the price tag. Not a lot, I guess. 0%, let's fucking go! What kind of comic book protagonist are you? Featuring DC characters in the results because fuck you, that's why. Understandable. What is the rare? Oh, I should have checked. Damn. Solve the trolley problem. Find a way to stop the trolley, kill them all, cut everyone's ropes and carry them to safety. Keep rapidly switching the lever and let luck decide. I guess we won't. Use myself as a human shield, save my loved one. I couldn't give a shit about strangers. I'd be tied to the tracks. This is a stupid meme. Save the strangers, it minimizes the damage. I mean, find a way to stop the trolley. Duh. Like, they're giving you 2 shit options. If there's a way to keep the shit options from happening, why wouldn't you do that? Pick one. Head, heart, D's nuts. I'm gonna say heart. Compassion is stored in the heart. I mean, technically it's stored in the head, but like, I'd be tied to the tracks, to be honest. That sounds very uncomfortable. D's nuts. Oh god, I'm curious what character you get. I'm gonna look through the results and try to guess which character you get. Fuck you, I'm doing one of these. Pick a lyric off my objectively shitty playlist. Prisoner compliance, you'll tend to your bias. Be sure you're identical to all your peers. Equip sunglasses by Hot Mulligan. You built up a world of magic because your real life is tragic. Brick by boring brick Paramore. Oh, I haven't heard that song in a while. Keep in mind there's a big difference between letting go and running away through Jimmy Eat World. Before you ask which way to go, remember where you've been. Stay awake, all time low. Everyone can speak ill. Everybody can start again. Everybody can live with himself. 1990 by Soviet. Before you start a war, you better know what you're fighting for. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Hobie Brown was right. Hobie Brown's objectively right about that shit. No question. Let's get off track and wander far. Same roads lead to same destinations. The violence rise against. Hope is so much stronger than fear. Battle scars, paradise fears. Don't delude me with your sympathy, because I can do this on my own. In bloom, neck deep. Before you start a war, you better know what you're fighting for. You gotta know what you're doing going in. Like, you fuck around, you find out, and I'd like to find out something decent that isn't horrible. Pick an objectively terrible band name. Weezer. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard agree to disagree on that one. Pearl Jam. Butthole Surfers. Booba Stank. Dogs die in hot cars. Yeah! What? Oh my god, what? That's a band? Why? Finger 11. Puddle of mud with 2 Ds. Limp Bizkit. Which vibes to it? Dogs die in hot cars. Never heard of them, but that name is fucking wild. That is wild. Oh my god. I mean, out of the ones that I would pick, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, I would go for an actual band name. I know it's an actual band. I've heard of them before, but like, okay, finally something comic related. Pick a team. Justice League, the Gotham Rogues Gallery, Guardians of the Galaxy, No One I Work Alone, X-Men, Something Not Listed, Teen Titans, Avengers, I'll Start My Own Team. Where's Fentanyl and Sewer Slud? Well, the thing is, they're objectively good band names. That's the problem. Actually, wait, those are solo artists and like good names. See, you're getting it now. Justice League? No. Gotham Rogues Gallery. Guardians of the Galaxy? Eh. No One I Work Alone. X-Men, Something Not Listed, Teen Titans, Avengers, I'll Start My Own Team. Honestly, the Gotham Rogues Gallery is kind of a vibe. Like, that's the one that, like, Red Hood's on, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go with that one. Listen. I get a chance to work with Jason fucking Todd. I'm taking that chance. Although in hindsight, that's probably a terrible idea because I'm terrified of firearms. I pick Teen Titans, I guess. I don't do hero shit. Yeah, you don't do hero shit because you're too busy being tied to the trolley tracks. You witness a fight breakout where one person clearly has an unfair advantage. Be honest, what would you do? Make things worse on purpose? Find someone who can help? Nothing. Dish out a much-needed verbal beatdown. Comfort the victim first and get revenge on the aggressor later. Pick up my phone and start recording. Help mediate a compromise. Get the victim out of the situation. Beat the shit out of the aggressor. Get the victim out of the situation! Oh wait, Gotham Rogues Gallery has the Penny Plunder? What the fuck is the Penny Plunder? Jason Todd's team is the Outlaws, actually. Damn. That's a bummer. You know what? Less likely to be around firearms if Jason's not there. So you know what? Yeah, why would you not get the victim out of the situation? Beat the absolute shit out of the man. I mean, I'm getting the victim out of the situation. Keep the person who's getting the shit kicked out of them safe. Yeah, I'm getting them out of the situation. No question. You don't leave someone in a horrible situation or just like make the situation worse. You mitigate the damage by protecting people who are in danger. No shit. I've never heard of the classic Batman villain Penny Plunder. No. Oh, wait, that's a villain team? God damn it. I'm dramatic enough to be a Gotham villain, but like, I also don't want to hurt people? I mean, I think the closest I'd be able to get is an anti-hero. Like, the closest I would get is like Poison Ivy shit, where like, she's objectively not a villain. PB&J, I'm a basic, oh, I didn't read it. She's a college meal. My roommate's left, why would you steal your roommate's food? You can be a villain while still not hurting people, I think. That's true. That is true. Or, you know, only hurting people who are absolutely terrible people. But then you're like an anti-hero or an anti-villain. That's not objectively a villain. Villains, by definition, are people who are hurting people. Like, there's a degree of malice that's like a prerequisite to that. And I just wouldn't want to do shit maliciously. I would feel bad. Why would I do that? You guys have food? Adderall. I just go to the dining hall. Coffee blacker than my soul. Doritos and Mountain Dew. Ramen. PB&J to all the non-Americans. It's not that bad. Wait, is PB&J only an American thing? Do people not make PB&J outside America? Wait, hold up. Do they, what? Do people not do PB&J outside America? Do y'all not have PB&J? I mean, I can't eat PB&J. I haven't been able to eat PB&J in a while. I'm not allergic to anything in it or anything. I just ate it so much as a child that now it makes me throw up. Doesn't poison ivy want to, like, kill humans so plants can thrive? You know, in those instances, yes. But she gets better in a lot of iterations. Like, I would not be on board with that version of... I wouldn't be on board with kill everyone now, poison ivy. I don't know, I'm American. Yeah, same. We'll never know. I don't like Mountain Dew. I didn't eat a lot of ramen, honestly. I don't drink coffee. When I took ADHD meds in college for my ADHD, the reaction was unpleasant. That's when I learned I don't like stimulants, and now I'm on meds that actually work for me that aren't stimulant-based. So, absolutely fucking not. Whatever I five-finger from Walmart, I'm terrified to shoplift from a place that sells firearms. And I'm not stealing from my roommate, so it's either you guys have food or I just go to the dining hall. I went to the dining hall a lot, but like, I mean, I at least ate consistently in college. Pick a DC character: Red Hood, Jimmy Olsen, Mr. Freeze, Green Lantern, Joker, Robin, Superman, Batman, Nightwing. Ooh. I mean, if it's favorite character, then no question it's Red Hood. Genuinely? Red Hood's a really interesting character, and I like him a lot as a character. He's not right about everything, but like, he's not entirely wrong about everything either. And honestly, seeing the way that like his character works in a lot of situations, he's just a really interesting character, and I really like him. The biggest problem that I have with Red Hood is that a lot of like the comics writers just don't use him properly at all. Honestly, Mr. Freeze is definitely very easy to empathize with. I mean, I'm gonna go with Red Hood because Red Hood is my favorite DC character. He's a great character. Pick a Marvel character. Loki, Spider-Man. I'm gonna go with Spider-Man, no question. It's fucking Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man is the character that I look to as a role model in terms of concept. Like, any Spider-Man, like, the Spider-Man extended universe, the spiders are just cool. A lot of the spiders are just really, really enjoyable to me. Stan Lee isn't a character, he's just the writer. I pick him, LMAO. I mean, he gets self-inserted a lot. He is a character at this point. Choose an internet aesthetic. Cyberpunk? No. Y2K? No. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Clowncore? Steampunk? Kidcore? Pastel grunge? Cottagecore? Light academia? Aw, why why is dark academia not on here? I like dark academia. Steampunk has too many moving parts. It feels like everything would get stuck in there. Clowncore, I don't like baggy things. Y2K, eh. Oh god, give me an hour to pick. Kidcore, no. Pastel grunge, maybe. I think that's closest to like what I look like in real life. On the other hand, light academia is not bad. I just prefer the darker palettes. Pastel grunge is... I'm not big on pastels. I guess light academia is the closest? Roast me. Roast me. Clowncore, steampunk, and Y2K combined with a side of pastel grunge. It's multiple choice. I mean, listen, that's choice. But the one that you get is multiple. Roast me. So if I had to pick one, it'd be Y2K. Fascinating. Roast me. How do I roast someone I do not know who I've only seen ask 10 questions? How do I roast someone with minimal information? This is a very difficult task. I pull out the slow cooker. There we go. iPad, baby! Are you shitting me? Wait, hold the fuck up. How did anything I say translate to that? What? Hold the fuck up. What? I'm not even offended, I'm just confused. You're younger than the typical protagonist. I'm in my mid-20s and not as jaded. I'm jaded as fuck, are you kidding me? Which can work both in and against your favor. Perhaps you're a brand new character with no affiliations who takes things into your own hands, or perhaps you're a legacy with big shoes to fill. Either way, you've got your work cut out for you. Just breathe and maybe get off TikTok for an hour or two. The world is in your hand. What the fuck? What? I saw pulls out and immediately thought, gun. Eh. Okay, I will say, what the fuck? How did I get the fucking iPad, baby? How did I get the naive shonen protagonist? This is spitting in the face of every bit of character development that I have gone through since, like, the mid-2010s. What the fuck? How dare you? Seems like it was the second most common, so not my fault. I don't know. I don't even know what to do. What can I even say about that? Which one of the 7 major forms of art are you? I like art. I went to school for it. What do you want to create? Something beautiful, something meaningful, something that will last forever, something for myself, something for the world. I want to create something for myself. I think one of the best things you can do as an artist is to create something that is for yourself, and then the people who will connect with it once they find it. Like, sometimes making something self-indulgent is the key to making something interesting, because you're making it for yourself and not for what you think other people will get out of it. You're just going for what you know that you are getting out of it. And that usually makes the things that you make for yourself self-indulgently a lot better than the things that aren't. What does the window look like? Open, stained glass, clear, too far away to even see, concealed with vines, has dirty handprints all over it. Honestly, it's too far away to even see is kind of a vibe. Choose a card suit. Ooh. Spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. Spades is kind of a vibe. How will you make things better? I'll work harder, I'll build myself towards a better place. I'll keep my head up, I'll walk forward and not stop until I get to the end of this. I'll create something out of it, anything can be turned into something beautiful. Put on a good show and smile, fake it till you make it as a real thing. Ahaha. Ahaha. I'm trying to do the fuckboy laugh. I don't think I'm succeeding. I don't know if the fact that I'm not succeeding is a good or a bad thing. Unless I am succeeding and not realizing. I do not know. I know everyone else. I'll watch what others are doing. I can apply that knowledge to myself to make things better. I mean, learning from other people's successes and failures is genuinely a method I use, and it is pretty effective. Like, that's why there's so many people. That's why time passes, and a lot of examples are made, so we can learn from each other. I'll help everyone else. Focusing on other people's problems helps me feel better about my own. I won't. Things will either get better on their own or things just won't get better. I'm inclined to go for either create something out of it or... I wouldn't say follow everyone else. I'd say learn from everyone else, but I wouldn't say follow it. I think just based on the wording, I'm more inclined to go for create something. Pick a quote or lyric that I liked enough to write on my wall. The billboard said the end is near. Nah. But with my double vision, how was I supposed to see the world? Are we getting closer or just getting lost? The truth will set you free, but it'll piss you off first. Same shit, a different life. Love is a serious mental disease. You never really stop looking. I would say you never really stop looking. Like, that's the goal. You stop looking, you stop seeing. Quickfire questions coming up. Don't think too hard, just choose, and if one or two of these have been used in some of my other quizzes, just shush. Fine. Lonely or alone? Alone. Lonely fuck. God damn it. Why did they do it? A lot of people do it to her. There's a fire. Put it out! Do you feel young or old? Old. I clicked a button. Is the glass half full or half empty? Fucking half full, I want it to be. It's over, don't worry. I didn't even get to explain shit! I mean, we went over the half full or half empty thing, but like... I forget what the one in between that was! Fuck! Thank God, I hated that. Pick time, except it's not a specific time. It's just starting to turn dark. Sun meets the sky and floods it with orange, red, and purple. See stars littering the sky. Moon a pale crescent in the distance. See a few cars on the road, people driving home. It's dark, but cloudy. There are no stars, just a black ink smeared across the sky. It's vast, but still pretty somehow. Think it has something to do with Walmart? I don't think it had to do with Walmart. It's morning. The sun already out and shining. Birds are just starting to sing their song. It's a new day. Something to make beautiful. Sun is rising and you start to see the emerge of people from their houses. You can watch everyone get up and start their day through a yellow and orange haze. It's a little lonely, but oddly peaceful. Just past midday and the sun is at the highest point in the sky. Golden hour, if you will. Streets are flooded with a dusty yellow light. Stars littering the sky. Pick a poem about longing, love, walking, watching, wishing, needing, creating. I would like it to be about creating. Pick something to put in your room. Fairy lights wrapping around the wall. I love fairy lights. I'm a fucking slut for fairy lights. Let's go. Fake vines crawling around the furniture. That's pretty. I still go for fairy lights. Plants, they're pretty. What can I say? They are pretty. Bookshelf filled to the brim. A whiteboard hanging on the wall. Too much blank space. Some kind of instrument in the corner. No. A fancy full-length mirror. No. It's either the bookshelf or the fairy lights. I'm inclined to say the fairy lights. They're multi-purpose. I do like books, though. They're very fun. Pick a word. Those aren't too hard. These aren't too hard, but if you're unsure what they mean, look it up or just go by vibes. Okay, I need to double check what philophobia means, but I'm pretty sure I know what all of these mean. I can guesstimate what philophobia means, but I'd like to know for certain. Just in case. What does it mean? The intense fear of love. Interesting. Amnesia, solace, reverie, melancholy, bleeding, intertwined. I'm gonna say solace. Like, solace is a good thing to me. Solace is like alone, but in a good way. If you like the quiz, it'd be great if you rated it 5 stars and check out my other quiz. Bleh. What art have you done lately, or any other random last words? I recently drew myself JoJo as the approaching me panel from JoJo in reference to the last time I did these quizzes. Very important. Your result, sculpture. That is not what I was expecting. What are the others? Literature is the most common. It is, yeah, that's high. Music, painting, architecture, cinema, theater. Sculptors create their art with their bare hands. They put so much effort into things, spending hours adding the most intricate details. You're probably at least a little bit of a perfectionist. You just like taking a step back after working so hard on something and being able to just be proud of yourself for once. Damn! You didn't have to punch me in the kidney like that. How American are you? I'm American enough that I didn't realize that PB&J was an American thing. We'll come back to you in a second. I need to very quickly get water because my throat's getting dry and I don't want to fuck it up because I'm going to be talking a lot. I like talking. It's very important. It's how I remain entertaining. Anyway, see you in like 5 seconds. Bye. Oh my god, it fucking snowed! First time of the season, baby, let's go! Let's grab a cough drop, you'll be fine without what? It would... Snow! Wait, hold up. No, hold up. It would take longer to get a cough drop than it would take to get water, because I don't know where we keep the cough drops. Anyway. For America. What system do you use? Metric, yo, let's get it. Imperial. Finish the lyrics now. Oh, say, can you see what, brother? I mean, I'm supposed to finish the lyrics, so I know the answer. What do you do every single morning? Pledge allegiance, the holy American flag. Eagle screech. Do my work. Yeah, that's accurate. How do you celebrate your country? Fireworks, boom. Special dances and food and stuff. I know what I measure with. Feet. Yeah. Honestly, special dances and food and stuff sound like a more effective way of celebrating. I don't do the fireworks. I look at them because they're pretty, but like, if I'm celebrating something, it's with special dances and food and stuff. On a scale from 1 to 10, how trash is your school? 0 to 5, yeah, it's good. I mean, I get good education there, so I don't mind, it's okay. 5 to 10, I'm suffering, man. I mean, the schools I went to weren't trash. How often do you about government? Every single second of the day, because they hate my ass. And also everyone I know and love. What country do you hate the most? The UK or a different country? I mean, what? I mean, I don't hate the countries themselves. Usually if I'm upset with someone, it's the people in charge of the country who are making ass decisions. I choose the moon. Fair point. On the other hand, the UK has... I would not go to London. I would not go to London. I would be concerned to go to most places in the UK, I'm gonna be frank. I haven't heard good things from anyone who has ever lived there. To be fair, I've also haven't heard good things from anyone who's ever lived where I live, so like... I guess we got that in common. Nah, actually fucking PSRB... Fuck it, what? That's a planet. I don't know numbers. I mean, I would be less afraid to go to the UK than I would to some other countries, simply just based off, like... I feel like I would be more inclined to survive simply because I would blend in more effectively. I don't know, I don't hate anything, but I don't hate specific countries, I'm gonna be frank. That's not even like a PR thing, just like... The places and the people in it, like, by and large, are usually just there. It's specific people who are making decisions that upset me. Trending page? Jeez, man, I didn't deserve this one. I mean... This kind of thing usually is among the better options on trending. Be nice to yourself. Bye, brother. Drop your country in the box. America. Not American? Wait, how did I get not American? UK sells jelly-eat eels, so that's one con. Ooh, never mind. Well, wait. I mean, yeah, they sell them. I'm not gonna buy them. Like, there's shit in America that's absolutely horrible. Like, they sell mayonnaise here, and I don't have to buy that. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold the fuck up. What the fuck is this question? What is this? Wait, why is this the... What? Okay, first of all, how did I get not American as someone who has only left the country exactly once for like less than a week in my entire life? Mayo is peak, except when it comes to Ultra Kill. You're wrong, though. Mayo is ass. Mayo is literal ass. Listen. I'm very white, and I don't like mayonnaise. What does that say? What does that say about mayonnaise? I think that says more about mayonnaise than it says about me. And that's where I'll leave it. Wait, why the fuck is this a fucking what? Wait, what is this even for? Why is this the image at the end for non-American? Where are they saying that, like, non-Americans have a shit ton of gum disease or something? What is the point of this? It's just liquid jelly eggs. I don't understand what the problem with mayo is. Liquid? Do you not hear that description? Do you not hear that fucking description? That's a self-own. That is a self-own. You've owned yourself. Yeah, the and is that you fucking owned yourself. You argued for me, Beta. What do you think? What did you think that was gonna do for your argument? What did you think that would do to the argument? It wasn't gonna help. Anyway, do I belong in jail? We'll find out. Favorite artist? I mean, other. I barely listened to Melanie Martinez throughout my entire life. Olivia Rodrigo's actually pretty good. I haven't listened to that many, but like the stuff I have heard is pretty good. Taylor Swift, she's got some good stuff, not my thing. Justin Bieber, no, not my thing. Sabrina Carpenter, she's got some good ones too, but like, I haven't listened to a lot of them. Yeah, it's other. I mean, if it's for favorite, it's other. How do you eat a Kit Kat? I break it or I bite it. I mean, yeah, I break it. It's just easier to eat around. Milk first or after cereal? After. I pour the milk after I pour the cereal, because then it puts more flavor of the cereal in the milk. Favorite school subject: history, math, art/music, science, English. It's either art or English. Or history. History is pretty good too. I think I like art as like I think I like art assignments more. I don't get the breakable Kit Kats, I get the small bite-sized ones, so yeah, I can't break. That means that you bite your Kit Kats and need to go to jail. Have you ever wanted to murder someone? Yeah. Confess for what you have done. History, to be honest, even though I was better at English. English is great. History is also pretty cool. You get to learn so much about that there is always precedent for why people are like this. Confess for what I have done. Should I confess? You know what? I 50-tuple checked. The statute of limitations is up on this. Okay, but have you ever tried Japanese mayo? I have not. I have not. I killed a turtle with a hammer when I was 6? Wait, Beta, what the fuck? Oh, not really. God damn it. Okay, okay. So what I have done, I am putting this in specifically. I know I'm live, however, I don't like mayo normally, but Kewpie mayo goes hard. Interesting. I'm gonna avoid, it only uses the yolks. I'm still not getting mayo. I'm confessing this, because I have 50-tuple checked. The statute of limitations is up on this. So I kinda knocked over a stop sign within an hour of getting my driver's license. Would you rather eat pickled pig's feet, mayo, or jellied eels? I mean, ideally none of them. Ideally, none of them. Ideally, none of them. Oh, stop sign is 2 words. Oop. I have been proven innocent! Success. The wizard is force-feeding it to you, so you have to choose. Ooh. Do I really get a choice if the wizard is force-feeding it to me? Like, what kind of choice is that? I kick the wizard in the balls. And they die of 1d4 balls kicking damage. Actually, no, that would imply that I'm a monk or I have Tavern Brawler. So I guess it would be 0. 0 points. The wizard would die of 0 points of bludgeoning damage. Anyway, am I mom, mother, or mommy? This is very important. This is extremely important. This is quite possibly the most important quiz we've ever taken. Also following it is, am I dad, father, or daddy? We're taking both, because best of both worlds. Interesting, that's 1 vote for mommy. We'll find out. I need to know this, simply out of morbid curiosity and also the scientific method. What snack would you get your kids for after school? Fruit gummies, their favorite treat, a snack platter. I mean, if it's their favorite treat, why would I not go for... I mean, then again, if it's every day after school, that would take away some of the novelty, I feel. A snack platter would be great, but also that's a lot of work. It's complicated, it's candy, or it's like hyper-specific. I mean, I guess out of all these, do I have the energy to make a fucking fruit gummies because cheap? That's true. But then you're just giving them a shit ton of raw sugar. And on one hand, they'll enjoy it. I would have loved that when I was a child. But like, if I had like a thing of fruit gummies every single day, which, like, it's not fruit gummies, but I have something comparable every single day because I am hopelessly addicted to sugar. I would probably want to get something that's more, like, nutritionally valuable. Genuinely. But if it's their favorite everyday, then again, I do kind of eat the same shit day in and day out because same foods be like that. I would want to mix it up if I could, though. Fuck them kids, this economy ain't fit for them. They either get gummies or bankruptcy. Interesting. Listen, the economy ain't fit for them at all. But if they exist, I would want them to enjoy something. They deserve an economy that is fit for them, and it's not their fucking fault that it isn't. Like, if I am the legal guardian of a child, I would want them to have a decent childhood, as decent as they could. I mean, I guess it couldn't take... I guess it would be not... I mean, it depends on what it's made of. Like, you could just, like, spread a bunch of things on a plate and call that a snack platter. But, like... I mean, I guess the snack platter has more variety also, so I guess that would just logically make the most sense. Your kids have math homework they can't do. How do you help? Ooh. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be difficult because I suck at math. See, when I applied for Fruitylicious Behavior, I had to pick I had to get rid of one. I had to get rid of mathematics, the ability to read, or the ability to drive. I can read and drive really well, so math had to go by process of elimination. Help them out based off what I know, get their father to help them, show them a YouTube video on the math problem. Honestly, I think, hear me out, I think the YouTube video would actually make the most sense because it would be like showing them how to actually do it. Because then like they would have an example to learn off of someone who does know what they're doing. Instead of just assuming that what I know is correct. Yeah, but a decent childhood means having a house. If you get them anything else but gummies, you're getting fucking evicted and then you and them are homeless, which equals bad childhood. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Stop making me sad. Stop making me sad. What did I fucking do to you, Beta? What the fuck is this shit? Is this like some protest that I've only played Ultra Kill once since you discovered that I existed? Is this some sort of like holy punishment for doing variety? Why are you so mean to me? /J. I need to emphasize the /J. Teach them to cheat by using a calculator. That shouldn't be cheating though. Like, that just ensures that they're able to get the right answer, which should be the goal. The goal should be them knowing how to do it, and if you can expedite the process and do it in a way that, like, they have a way to work off of and knowing that the steps they're doing to get there is correct, then that's a better idea. Either way, I am showing them a YouTube video on the math problem because I trust someone who, like, has people following them for that. With, like, you know, obviously a background check to see if they're just, like, fucking up. But, like, yes, you need to play more Ultra Kill, Elmea. Listen, I am going to. It's just not on the docket for this week because I need some gap because I got to a point that's really, really, really hard. Gabe moves so fucking fast. What do you want from me? Like, my next Ultra Kill stream is almost definitely just gonna be grinding through old levels that I've already beaten for the hell of it. Either way, I will be showing them a YouTube video on the math problem so that I can also learn how to do the math problem. Do you think your kids' friends have crushes on you? I would hope not. They're literal children. Like, I know that happens, but like, I wouldn't want it to happen. You're baking with your kid. What are you making? Muffins, brownies, chocolate chip cookies. Ooh. Chocolate chip cookies are a staple. Chocolate chip cookies are the must bakes. You must go for the chocolate chip cookies. They are essential. Muffins are also really good though, but they have more expensive ingredients. Gabe is a piss baby. What do you mean? Coming from a guy who can kill Gabe in 20 seconds? Yeah, you have to kill him in 20 seconds. If the boss fight lasts longer than that, then it's because you're fucking dead. Anyway, chocolate chip cookies. That is childhood. You bake with the child, you make chocolate chip cookies because that is what their childhood. That is childhood. Pick a mom type outfit. That's Gucci as hell. I like the top and jacket combo, but not for me. I don't like things that are that baggy. This looks really pretty. Ooh. This also looks really cool. Not big on denim jackets, and I don't like sweat clothing. Honestly, this one's probably closest to what I usually wear. I'd probably tuck the shirt in, though. How do you want to be described as a mom? Chocolate chips, no shadow of a doubt. Yeah, absolutely. See? You get it. You fucking get it. How would you want to be described as a mom? Hot? No. Why would I want... No, I mean, if it's from adults, I mean, that'd be nice, but, like, I'm not as nah, not really. No. Yeah, I don't think that's how I would want to be described. No. Like, don't get me wrong. Hilfs are delightful. And it is one of my life goals to eventually be pilfy at some point in my life. But also, that's not how I would want to be described, like, primarily. But what do you know? But you know what is better? Frosted sugar cookies. Agree to disagree. Agree to disagree. That one's just raw sweetness. You need some sort of counterbalance. You need some degree of savory in there to, like, add to it. Supportive, nurturing, strong, caring, loving. Ooh. Strong means that you're going through it. And I definitely want to be able to successfully go through it. But I wouldn't want that to be the main thing. Like, that's not the goal. Strong because it would be funny if my son went, my mom could beat your dad to some random ass kid on the street. You know what, Beta? You know what? Yeah. On one hand, there's no way I have more than a +0 to strength. But also, I would love to be able to beat up some random ass kid's dad. Like, I would want the ability to fuck people up real bad. I wouldn't want to use it, but I'd like the option to be available in the event of an emergency. Loving is very important. It's very important for kids to know that they are loved. And if I were, like, the legal guardian of a child, I would want to ensure that they were genuinely loved. Because people need that shit. Of all kinds. Caring is really good. However, I think out of all of these, I mean, supportive means that you're actually doing something to support someone. And I want to be able to effectively support the people I care about. But I think that's the goal. I'm not talking like lip service supportive, I mean just like being able to actually be like supportive in its entirety. Like, that's the goal. How would you want to be treated on Mother's Day? Flowers, a card, and to be pampered all day. I deserve it. No. Oh, nothing too fancy. Just some quality time together with the family. Maybe visit the grandparents. I would not want to visit the grandparents. A garden brunch party for me and the other moms. Honestly, I would love to be able to spend quality time with the family on Mother's Day. Like, that would be delightful. But just being able to spend time together and making sure that the time was genuinely quality. My experience with familial quality time is complicated, but like, I'd want to be able to make genuine quality if I ever had like some kind of family of my own. What's your relationship with your mother-in-law? I mean, that's the thing, I'm fruity as hell when it comes to like, I don't know a lot of people who have good relationships with their parents. And the same is true for like, a lot of people that I would consider possibly like, having any kind of romantic interest in. So like, it honestly depends on what my partner's relationship with their parents were like. Like, that's kind of, that affects a lot. We're cool, sometimes we hang out together. It's good, she helps me out. She hates me, she thinks I took her I don't want that. I would like to have a good relationship with in-laws if I had them. Like, I would want to be able to have a good relationship with them, but also, if they were assholes to my partner, then I would not stand for that shit. It wildly depends on what the in-laws are like. And I don't have those. I'm nowhere near having those. So like, that's the goal. Choose a mom-type vehicle. I don't know what that one looks pretty expensive, but still pretty practical. That one just looks like a that looks like a cop car. I mean, I guess if we're going by mom type vibes. I don't like vehicles that are too big. Let's go with this one. Pick a DILF. Ooh. Hell yeah, God damn it. These are all just a shit ton of random celebrities! These are not my DILFs! These are not my DILFs, how dare you! These are not my DILFs, how dare you? Oh, I don't know shit about Chris Pine, that's just a guy. Ryan Reynolds, like, he's funny, but, like, I'm indifferent. Henry Golding, I don't even know who that is. Is Non, like, a nun, or is that a person? Like, is that a mononym? Who the fuck is Drew Scott? Ben Affleck? Not really. I mean, I guess out of these, like... God damn it. These aren't my DILFs, how dare. These are not my DILFs. This is not fair. Why you gotta be cruel to me, uQuiz? Why is this not curated to me specifically? Eric Andre? Wait, hold the fuck up. Wait, back up. Is Eric Andre Dilfy? Wait, is Eric Andre Dilfy? The shit I've seen of Eric Andre is not particularly Dilfy, but like, I'm not discounting the possibility that he would potentially qualify, but like, I mean, I guess I'm gonna go with Oscar Isaac. Like, it's hard to go wrong with Oscar Isaac, as far as I'm aware at this point. What show are you watching once the little ones are asleep? Schitt's Creek. I love Schitt's Creek. The Real Housewives, 90 Day Fiancé, House Hunters, The Crown, 100 Day Dream Home. Schitt's Creek. Out of these, no question. This is the only one that I've watched and the only one that I'm particularly interested in watching. If you look at it from the right angle, then yes. Fascinating. I need to do more forays into the science of Dilfology. It's a very important subject. We need more people in the master's program for this subject. It is immensely important. It decides the fate of humanity. Anyway, yeah, Schitt's Creek is great. I love it. Monsters Inside Me. Speaking of the DILFs that were not on the list. Anyway, do you work out? My kids keep me in shape. I go to a Pilates spin class every other day. I use my home gym. I guess the kids keep me. I mean, I'm more of like a walker than anything. Oh wait, either Monsters Inside Me or 1,000 Ways to Die. I should rewatch Schitt's Creek. I think if I wanted to rewatch Schitt's Creek, it would be like with other people. I guess my kids keep me in shape. Are you employed? I'm a mom Ew, no. I'm an entrepreneur. I was a Nepo child, so I'm fine. I was not a Nepo child. No, my partner takes care of us. My partner and I run a business together. I have like a regular 9 to 5, you know? I guess like running a business is so hard. I don't think I'd be able to like run an entire business especially in this economy. Like I'd be able to like lead a thing, but like running a business. Who the fuck is running businesses in this economy? I mean, I guess regular 9 to 5 is the best option. Choose a bouquet because you deserve it. Aw, that's so sweet. Okay, this one's cute. It has a bunch of little daisies. I like this one. This one's really pretty. Small town moms, I guess. I mean, I guess online businesses are technically businesses, but that's so hard to manage in a way that's like, while doing the things and also running the business side of things. Oh, God. If I did that with a partner, that partner would have to be more like business savvy than me. Like, I guess technically, like, streaming consistently is running a business, but I haven't gotten to much of the actual business shit. So, like, 9 to 5 is the most I'm qualified for. And it depends on what that 9 to 5 was. Like, top right one kind of looks like the Death of Rave album cover. Ooh, fancy. I like this one because that one's more like, that one is more cloth than flowers, and I would want there to be more flowers. The flowers are pretty. They are what makes the entire bouquet. So many people wanted a dad version, so here's the link. Gonna go now. It was nice to chill for a bit. Good night. Good night, Cthulhu-chan. Have a delightful evening. Have a delightful evening. You deserve it. Anyway, so many people wanted a dad version. Let's fucking go. The ultimate PILF vibe check. Immense if. Wait, there's 2 M's in commence. OMG, this is the first of my quizzes to make it to the trending page. Thank you all so much. Here are my other quizzes if you want to check them out. Say something silly here, I don't know, or a nice memory with your mom. Something silly here. I have to make a PILF joke. I have to make the joke. Mom, you keep it real and know life isn't always perfect. Let's fucking go. Yay. Honestly, fair. That's ideal. Are you dad, father, or daddy? What the fuck? This is a Home Depot. Fucking Home Depot jump scare? Your kid wants to join a sport. What do you sign them up for? Basketball, hockey, or soccer, football? I mean, it depends on what sport the kid wants to sign up for. I wouldn't go with hockey right out the gate, because that one's the most dangerous of the bunch. I should really listen to the Death of Rave, but also 20-hour long 20-hour album! Fucking 20, wait, what? Oh my god. Is it like a fucking opera? Is it like a rock opera? What is that shit? Basketball is indoors. Would you take your kid out to play catch? I mean, yeah. Why would I not take them out to play if they want to? Kids need exercise. It's good for them. You think the moms from school have a crush on you? I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna say probably, purely on the basis that a lot of people have told me that they think I'm hot. Like, I have pretty privilege, 100%. And I think it would definitely, like, again, my goal is to be pilfy. Like, if other parents think I'm hot, then I'm succeeding in life. You pick your kids up from school. I get a driver to pick them up if I can't make it. I always do. My partner handles that. I mean, I would want to pick them up. It'd be handy. I'd like to be able to, yeah. How could I not want? Good. Pick a dad style outfit. Okay, absolutely fucking not. That one's okay. Not really a cargo shorts person, but that one's a bit too smooth for me. No. Not a full-blown business suit. I gotta say, not a full-blown business suit. So this one this one, and this one are eliminated. I think we're going with either this one or this one. I would probably go for, like, a different, like, shirt style, I guess, but, like, it's the closest to what I normally wear. You're cooking with your kid. What are you making? Homemade pizza, macaroni and cheese, burgers, and fries. It's made by Leyland Kirby, the guy who made Everywhere at the End of Time, so it being long isn't unusual to me. Also, no idea what genre The Death of Rave is, to be honest. Color me intrigued. I'll have to look into it. I'd say it's between homemade pizza or mac and cheese. On one hand, it is surprisingly easy to screw up mac and cheese if you don't know what you're doing. Obviously, I would find a way to know what I'm doing, but also, I think mac and cheese honestly has an even harder cleanup than, like, pizza. Genuinely. That shit gets stuck to everything. I would go with homemade pizza because there's more variety in it, usually, and also the cleanup is easier. There are more components, but the cleanup would be easier. And also, it, at the very least, seems more complicated because there's a bigger variety of parts. So I think it would be more fun to go through the different steps of it for, like, together and specifically for kids. How do you want to be described as a dad? Cool, hot, awesome, hardworking, caring, understanding. Okay, so we already know why hot is out. We went over that on the mommy one. Awesome. Hardworking. I mean, I would say caring. Like, specifically with regards to, like, daddy energy. Caring is better for, like, DILF energy. The DILFiest DILFs are the most caring of DILFs. Understanding is nice. I don't know a lot of dads who understand people simply because a lot of men are not socialized to understand people. I think caring is the ideal in this case. You gotta go with caring. What's in your backyard? Pool or trampoline? Green grass for playing? Treehouse/playground set? You gotta go with the treehouse/playground set. It's good for keeping active. It's great for the imagination. And, like, you need, like, some space for the children to run around like little animals, like the little animals they are. But also, they need enrichment in their enclosure. You gotta enrich the enclosure. It's mandatory, or they will lose their shit. It would need to be, like, well put together, obviously. But, like, choose a dad joke. Did you hear about the cheese factory that exploded? There was nothing left but debris. Hey, yo, how have I never heard that? That's a good one. Wait, that's a good one. How have I never heard that one? Holy shit, I love that one! I'm reading a book on anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. I'm going with the debris one! Like, that's so good! If you've never heard of the Caretaker or V/VM test, highly recommend. Best experimental music out there. Watching Dead, Empires in Decay, Eager to Tear Apart the Stars, and many good-ass albums. That sounds like something that an Ultra Kill fan would be into. That tracks. That fucking tracks. Yeah, I'm going with the debris one. How have I never heard that? Are you employed? I'm a dad? No. I'm a Nepo child? No. I don't have that many connections to money. No, my partner takes care of us. My partner and I share a business. I mean, it's the same question. Choose a dad vehicle. Okay, well, obviously I'm not going with this one. That's not my vibe. I would say this one just because it doesn't look like it's built to track my movements and send everything to the company, and I don't like that. It looks less inclined to be like sending all the information to the company. And I don't trust that shit. That one looks good though. Though some shit is a bit long, especially Everywhere at the End of Time, my beloved 6-hour masterpiece. You said the other one was like 20 hours. That sounds weak sauce by comparison in terms of like One Piecing it. Ugh, my throat. Ugh. Water. What show are you putting on after the kids are asleep? House Hunters? No. Man with a Plan? Never heard of it or cared about it. The Mandalorian. I might need to watch The Mandalorian, genuinely. Tulsa King, whatever my wife/partner wants to watch. Yellowstone. Yellowstone's not my thing. I've heard good things, but it's not my thing. I don't know what Tulsa King is. I'm gonna go with The Mandalorian. I'm less inclined to watch that than Schitt's Creek. If Schitt's Creek was still on there, obviously. Pick a MILF. Pamela Anderson, Kate Hudson, Michelle Pfeiffer, Monica Bellucci, Angelina Jolie, none of them. I don't think any of them are my type. Any of them that I know, I don't think I'm particularly interested in any of them like that. I don't know shit about most of them. I don't know enough to have an answer. How would you want to be treated on Father's Day? Breakfast in bed maybe and a card would be nice, but I don't need a lot. Day out of the country club with the family. Oh god, no, I would not be a country club parent. Sit in my chair and have a beer brought to me while I watch the game. I don't think I need a lot, I just, like the other one, want to spend quality time. Pick a watch, you need to stay on top of things. God, all of these look so expensive. All of these look so expensive. I mean, I'm not going with the smartwatch. This one looks way too expensive. This one looks most handleable. Also, just having, like, timer features is handy. Where would you take your kids out to eat? Olive Garden, Applebee's, or Chuck E. Cheese? Applebee's still around? I mean, I guess Olive Garden. I don't really go to any of these specifically, but like, I guess Olive Garden. Hope you enjoyed the quiz. The Home Depot jump scare got me. OMG, I made it to trending again. Thank you so much, everyone. I read some comments saying there should be more questions, so if you have suggestions, let me know. Not a question, but if you enjoyed making this quiz, I recommend listening to Dungeons and Daddies Campaign 1, not a BDSM podcast. This in the title. I need to include that. It's literally part of the title. Daddy, you know that having a kid doesn't stop you from being hot, and if anything, it makes you hotter. Hell yeah. So what I'm hearing is I'm a PILF by dad standards, but not by mom standards. The gender divide confuses me. Because I answered pretty much the same way to all of them. Some of them I literally did the same answer, because it was the same question. I am confused by what these standards are. Speaking of, which suburban white mom am I? We'll find out. How many kids would you... Oh, God. I don't know. Like, not that many, but, like... Probably, like, 2 max. I mean, I'm gonna go with 2, because that's the max. I don't know. Kid school is having a bake sale. Pick a pastry to bring. My town famous chocolate chip I would not be town famous for anything. I would not want to be famous in town. An apple pie made with love. Rainbow cupcakes all my kids help me make. Something fancy like macarons. So store-bought sugar cookies. Who has time to actually bake, right? Apple pie is really complicated. I feel like making rainbow cupcakes as a fun activity would be neat. That just sounds fun. You would want to watch your kid play which sport? I don't fucking know. I mean, I'm just gonna click on that. I feel like, I mean, sports aren't my thing. Obviously, I would watch my kids play them if I had them, but like, it would be interesting to watch them in theater or choir. That'd be neat. Pick a car to drive your kids to school. This one that looks like it's crashed into the fucking house. This Kia. This fucking bumblebee ass motherfucker, or this van. I mean, I guess this one seems most practical. You get a call from your kid's school saying they got in a fight with a classmate. Apologize to the other kid's family and punish my child. My child would never. LMAO, that's my kid. Did you at least win? It's between these two, obviously. Because I feel like I would need to know the context. I would need to know the context of the fight. That changes everything. The context of the fight changes everything. I would need to know the context. I would need to know so much context. I feel like they wouldn't beat the shit out of anyone without a reason. But like, yeah. Your kids are asleep. Time for you to drown myself in wine, calling my husband up for some fun, ooh la la, finishing up my true crime Netflix series, rolling a blunt, sleep. I need sleep. I need sleep. Ideal punishment for kid. Grounding them or timeouts, physical what? I mean, I guess lecture? Like, they need to understand what they did wrong. And, like, yeah. What type of moms do you hate? Tries to be hip and fit in them with the youngsters. Rude to faculty or other parents. Addicted to drugs, bad influence to their kids. Always bragging about their kids. Always so put together and has a perfect relationship. I mean, if they're Karens, like, if they're assholes, if they're genuine assholes for no reason, then, like, yeah, that sucks. Susan, best friends with Sharon, president of the PTA, also a soccer coach at her son's school. Interesting. Which Bat family member am I? But it's a personal attack. Warning, take the name seriously. Of course, some people have gotten their results and didn't resonate, which in the case I recommend taking again, or don't mind. But I've gotten others here have asking if I was the spawn of Satan because become therapist and to stop peering into their souls didn't put you off. Well then enjoy edit. Yes, there is a Harry Potter question 2024. It goes without saying. Fuck JKR a lot. Anyway, Bat family, let's fucking go. But seriously, if you have the extra time to spare on a flight, road trip, or whatever, highly recommend listening to Everything at the End of Time in full. Honestly, I listen to a shit ton of, like, tabletop actual plays that take about as long, so, like, that's not new for me. I would be interested. Like, I've listened to entire, like, I would listen to the entire Ultra Kill OST in a row on a long trip. Ugh. Favorite Justice League member? Wonder Woman, Superman, Flash, Green Lantern, Aquaman, Hawkgirl, Martian Manhunter, Cyborg, Batman. I'm pretty sure that Wonder Woman is canonically Jason Todd's favorite Justice League member. I'm not trying to get Jason. I don't think I would be Jason, but, think I like Martian Manhunter, not gonna lie. I do like Martian Manhunter. Choose your fate, young 11-year-old. I mean, out of these, especially nowadays, I have big Hufflepuff energy, I think. Pick some song lyrics. A classic, I know. God fucking damn it! And I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have but I did not lose. Stick Season, Noah Kahan. Those who fought for something better, those who taught by how they lived. Loved ones taken long before their work was done. Underground by Peter Hollins. I don't hate you, boy, I just want to save you while there's still something left to save. I love you, girl, but I'm not the answer for the questions that you still have. Savior, Rise Against. I do like Rise Against. Cause I'm not in the right state of mind. I just wish I had strength to admit it. My stubbornness to put up a fight, but I don't deserve to win it. Liar, the Arcadian Wild. It doesn't take a killer to murder. It only takes a reason to kill. Laplace's Angel, Hurt People by Will Wood. I do fucking love Will Wood. That's definitely the Jason answer. It's not the one that I would go with for which is most my vibe, but I love the song. So God forbid oh, another Will Wood. So God forbid I'm seen as just an average human being. I mean, imagine if protagonist just died in the first scene. Main character Will Wood. I don't think I have main character syndrome. I'm gonna be real, that does not fit my vibe. No, I hate being the center of everything. I fucking hate it. Bittersweet for the most... Oh my god! This is another song that I like. Bittersweet for the most part bitter. It's 1 part sweet and it's 2 parts bitter. It's 1 part sweet and I think it's 1 part sweet and a little too bitter. I need to figure out how that part got... I need to listen to that song again. It's a good fucking song. That's life and I can't deny it. Many times I thought of cutting out, but my heart won't buy it. Honestly, this one's kind of a vibe. Which horror movie trope? The first to die, twist villain, final girl, original suspect until killed / disproved, the crazy person was right all along, bystander, not dealing with that bullshit. If there's some horror movie shit going on, I'm not dealing with that bullshit. Pick a D&D class bard. Didn't even have to look at them. Like, special interest be special interesting. Bard. 100% bard. Not just because it's my favorite class, but also because it's the one that I vibe with the most mechanically. What is your go-to cafe drink? Something new every time, the exact same drink I've had since day one. Yeah. Whatever wakes me up the fastest, sugary monstrosity that's so worth it. That's gotta be spoiler. Sweet and simple, rotate between top 3 drinks. The same drink I've had since day one. Autism be autisming. So far so good, but I can't psychoanalyze you from coffee orders alone, so now into the weeds. Are you ready? Let's freaking go. Solid lyric question, by the way. More I have on my playlist than usual. Oh god, 40-second. You're lost, but out of nowhere, a familiar friend calls out to you. What do? Call back, you need to find them, try to find them, respond if asked, make things easy, try to find them, but under any circumstances, do not respond. Stand stock still, get your bearings first, run. I mean, if it's in a universe where fucking Fae exist or some shit, I'm gonna try to scope shit first. What is the line you do not cross? It is a brick wall. There is no crossing, just destruction. It is a mirage, only minds playing tricks and giving the illusion of choice. It is made of glass, too much and it will shatter beyond repair. It is a road, just like any other. It is a shadow ever looming, a reminder of temptation. It is a view of the horizon, a distant thought, really. Caretaker has been your hyperfixation for over 3 years now, and I love to just gush about it. Best songs from everywhere at the end of time, in my opinion. E1, Back There Benjamin. F2, Drifting Time is played. K1, oh my god, how many songs are in that thing? View of the horizon, distant thought. What is forgiveness? Something to be earned every day, something to embrace and never let go, a solution where otherwise there is none. A challenge, one I intend to prevail in. A means of pacifying the aggressor in evasion. I don't know anymore. Love. Honestly, what forgiveness is depends a lot on the situation. What would you change? Just a few little things. What got me here, everyone else, nothing that can't be undone. Myself. Just a few little things. You are at a ledge. Why do you jump? Because I can? Well, why wouldn't I? Because I see no other path. If it's safe, then yeah. A leap of faith, really. I don't. If it's safe, then yeah. Only if it's safe. Need to make that clear. It's a bad idea. If it's not, do not do that. It's a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. It's gonna suck. A challenge comes, unlike one you have ever faced. It's likely a death sentence without some miracle. Your friends offer to tag along. What do you tell them? I need to do this alone. We can face this together. I don't really care. Hey, your funeral. Please go. I don't know. I think it's gonna have to be that one. Like, I can't stop them if they insist on doing it, but I don't want them to. You wish more than anything to be seen, to be heard, to take it all back, to just have another good day for nothing. Regrets are ugly things. Wishing is for fools, too many things to count. To have just another good day. You can always use a good day. And it's never certain that you're gonna get one, but like, it's always nice to try to reach out for them when you can get them. Pick one. This is your mission. Oh god, I'm starting to do the Batman voice instinctively. Oh fuck, my throat. I'm probably gonna have to call it after this one. Fuck, my throat's getting fucked up. I'm at my limit. Safety. For the birds to sing, the warplanes must be silent. Freedom. A caged bird will always sing for freedom. I choose both. I will risk the plummet for a chance to soar. I refuse. Choosing just one means you have neither. Yeah, choosing just one does mean you have neither. Would you let the world burn for them? I couldn't. Deep down, I could never bring myself to be that selfish. I couldn't. Deep down, I know I would. Depends. I want to, but I don't know if I could. I could if the world had burned them first. I could. I would be the villain if it meant they could go on. Of course. I wouldn't unless, like, something happened to make me snap. 50 songs total! Oh my god. Jesus. What is a tragedy? A fate inescapable and looming, just a cruel one. That's a bad one. An accident like a pit of tar dragging you in from a curious touch. One for once you take that step, it's now fate. Beauty. What a story to tell. You'll be remembered for what you could have been. A choice, but one obscured by fog. Had hope. How were you supposed to know it was doomed? Person. Hamlet and Romeo swapped they would have their happy endings. Is because who they are that their fates were sealed. Honestly, yeah. The concept of fate is terrifying and I hate it. Would you say you are a good person? Yes, I'd like to think so. I've tried to be and I think that counts. I'm a bit biased, aren't I? Yeah, I'm a bit biased, aren't I? Depends who you ask, really. Sometimes I doubt it. No, not really. Tell me a secret. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I did have a choice. I haven't forgiven you. I didn't mean it. I meant it. Secrets are called such for a reason, so no. I'm gonna throw out. This is bad. This is really bad. I mean... yeah. Congrats! You made it to the end, and I would love to hear any feedback or just something fun. Ready to see your result? genuinely curious who it is. I am genuinely curious who I got. Like, the Bat Fam is, like, the one thing that I actively enjoy about DC, like, actively. Colin, really? Yeah, I could kind of see that. I mean, Fruity Nerds, yeah, no shit. Yeah, no fucking shit. Honestly, I think the Bystander did a lot for that. You were never a fighter, were you? Not to say you couldn't hold your own, but your fists would shake. A warrior has so many positive connotations. It is a title of honor, but one you don't have. Hell, if you had their way, there would never be a reason to be a warrior again, but the world doesn't work like that. Sometimes you fear you're made of glass and that it's inevitable one day you will be pushed to the point you will begin to crack. So you avoid any pressure. Easier. Safer. But is it really? Pressure will come. The way of the world. How can you risk it, though? You're as if Achilles was not held by his heel but had never touched the water at all. Vulnerable, that means weak, doesn't it? No. No, it doesn't. To be vulnerable is to be human. What else would you rather be? But of course, it's not without risk. The world is cruel. Without fail, there will be someone ready to take advantage. That is where your strength lies. You have faced the world. It may have changed you, but you still stay so beautifully human. Love has made you a warrior. Strength from love will not fail you, so trust in it. Damn, okay! Come straight for my kneecaps, why don't you? God! Huh. Out of curiosity, what did everyone else get? I got the holy shit, Colin was the least gotten. Colin was the least okay, I mean, huh. Okay, so next least popular was, or next least acquired was Stephanie. Above her is Harper. Above her is Cass. Above her is Barb. Above her is Duke. Above him is Alfred. Above him is Dick. Above him is Damien. Above him is Jason. Above him is Bruce. And the most acquired is Timothy Drake. Is there a Discord link I could find? Oh yeah, hang on. Give me a sec. Fuck, I do have a goddamn, I know I sent the Discord link, like, when I did the Ultra Kill stream. Hang on. Fucking, where is it? I know there is a disc, hang on. Fucking, there we go. Hang on. 1 second. Give me a second. Okay, with my setup, I'm gonna have to do something real clever. And by real clever, I mean just type the thing by hand. I need to put together a macro for this, but I don't know how to put together fucking Twitch macros. Discord.gg/ I need to actually put the Discord link in, like, my profile or something. PJU X E. Did I get it? I think I got it. And Discord. Get discorded, idiots. Let's fucking go. We did it. We have done marketing. We have marketing. Huzzah. The marketing has commenced. We did to the market. The market has been marketed. We are exceptional. We are business. We ourselves are the business of all business time. Funny. Yes. Business has been businessed. Anyway, on the way out, boop. Yeah, I'm leaving this one. Nope. That is, I'm not doing that on Twitch. That is where we're calling it. Wait. Yeah. We're ending on a Bat Fam note. We love the Bat Fam note. Huzzah. We have success. I'm gonna find somewhere to raid out to. Hang tight real quick. Give people the appreciation that they also deserve. Wait a minute, what? Wait, hang on, what? These are the same ones from fucking yesterday, right? Why is it the same? What? Hang on. I'm gonna reload this. Hang on. Fucking. I gotta reload this shit. Where? Fuck. God damn it. There we go. Hello. Let's fuck. Oh. Stalker 2. Oh shit, Masay's still going. Okay, well, obviously. We gotta hype Masay. Masay fucking deserves it. They're playing Mario Party, and I feel that that is perfect for these vibes. Remember, everyone, be nice to yourself, drink lots of water, and have an excellent day. Bye. Also, always double check the statute of limitations before you publicly confess to anything that could be considered a crime. Bye.